stomach.
And we're live.
Hey everyone, we are back. It is Saturday night. We're getting ready to do Linux Gamecast Weekly. We just finished up a hot, steamy pre super show. Some bunch of people were hanging out, listening to us live. Some of them might have been watching it. Boom!
Creepy.
There it is. Hello everyone. It is time for your regularly scheduled Distortion Nightmare Train of Justice.
Justice! It is certainly regularly scheduled.
Worst case scenario, we can always fall back on we're punctual.
Yeah.
This is a fair statement.
Yeah.
So, if you have the misfortune to just tune in for the first time, this is where we do the live recording.
We're not sorry.
For Linux Gamecast Weekly. Part of the fun is trying to finish sentences. Pedro.
Again, not sorry.
No, you caught me out of left field. I didn't expect it from you.
Yeah. I'm being a good quiet boy this
Talking
week.
about like Houdini.
I'm talking about people's ability.
There we go. So that's why I got mute buttons. Train of thought, man. I told you it's a nightmare train. Next 4 hours, we're going to try to record Linux Gamecast Weekly. We take a couple of breaks, sing a little songs, maybe do a little dance. Did we ever get down?
We might make a little love. I don't know about getting down.
Okay.
I'm a fan. I'm a fan of doing it while standing up.
I don't have enough room to get down here. Not in this confine of my own design.
I mean, you know what they say. You got to get up to get down.
This is true, man. I am not a fan of abrupt deceleration, though. Too much goes on. Too much time. I was thinking about that when I was driving home today. This might be a Vin thing. When was the last time you were launched into the air with enough time to think before you hit the ground?
A very long time ago.
You know what I'm talking about, though. You're like, oh, here it comes.
I would have had to. I would have had to be on a
7 years
trampoline.
ago?
I stay away from trampolines. I'm not responsible enough for trampolines.
I mean, like, I've been thrown in judo, and you have that whelp moment as, like, you're being flung towards the ground, like, this is my life now. I better remember to break my fall, or else this is gonna suck.
See if you can roll with it. That's always the strat. Of course, you cock that up. But, usually don't break anything, usually.
I haven't gone tumbling in a while. I'm curious if I can still do that and, like, not fuck myself up.
Tumbling?
Yeah.
Tumbling.
Tumbling, like... throwing yourself and rolling around. No? Never did it?
Throwing myself and...
Yeah, it's like a rolling break fall. You just tumble around. You do it as like a jiu-jitsu warm-up. No?
Andorra, that's the place where I was. They had a really, really awesome jump, and the first time I tried it, well, I didn't expect the speed that I'd gained when I hit the ramp was that high, and I went like, whoop. It's like, oh crap, I can see the floor. Oh crap, I can see the other ramp. At least I landed on a slope. What's like I slowed myself down.
Tumbling?
Yeah, sometimes that's a way you can do it.
That looks like it would hurt. You might be able to do that twice.
Yeah, I don't know. I was gonna say, like, what's the Patreon goal for shooting Pedro out of a cannon?
Why would you want to do that to a cannon?
That's the same principle behind, like... Fuck, I'm really missing words today.
It's not canonical.
The whole running and jumping over shit and doing all that.
Parkour?
Parkour, thank you.
It's gonna be a fun night, kids. Buckle up.
The same principle behind parkour, where you just tumble when you hit the floor to dissipate as much of the kinetic energy as you've accumulated
Pedro,
from the fall.
That's called advanced alcoholism.
It's called tuck and roll, man. Yeah, hardcore parkour.
See?
Parkour!
I mean, it's not parkour unless you scream parkour while doing it. That is truth.
Strider, that's your solution to everything. Jobless.
Houdini. Houdini.
Right. We have that.
That was actually a nice episode in The Mandalorian.
Where he's just vaporizing Jawas.
Yeah. Listen, man.
Bring us the egg! The egg! They're just like, egg!
Here's a fair thing. When's the Baby Yoda show coming back?
They're saying like end of this year? Like October, November-ish. That's what I last heard.
So did anybody watch the Snyder Cut? I know I posted it on Twitter, like, right, because I just happened to be listening to a thing and like, wait, what? Oh, what? There it is. Watched it. Then they pulled it in like 5 minutes after that.
I want to see the spider cut where it was edited by a bunch of spiders.
You just want to see spiders inflicting self-harm, man. You're not right.
I'm not. When did I ever say I was right?
I didn't accuse you. I was just making an observation.
All right. I'm just saying, like, given the pool of evidence, it's a foregone conclusion.
The Slider Cut?
Yeah, we're
This is
Like the
Sliders.
TV show from the 90s?
Yeah, it's like the movie just starts, it gives like the Justice League opening, and then it cuts to an episode of Sliders.
Here's what I really
I'd be
enjoyed
down
about
for that.
Sliders back in the day, though, man. Because I remember it had to have been one of the earlier episodes that they went out on a limb, like, we're going to do a CGI dinosaur.
Dude, I think that was the first episode of Sliders I watched, and like I was like 6 years old at the time. I'm like, so one of the guys is like, "That's a Tyrannosaurus. It's not a Tyrannosaurus. It's an Allosaur." And like Jonathan Rhys-Davies is like, "That's not a Tyrannosaurus. It's an Allosaur." I'm like, I like this show. Okay.
I just remember seeing that and going, that looks like an absolute dog shit model, and it looks bad, and it's not composited well, but that's really good for network TV.
Right. I mean, considering they had like $3 in a taco, they pulled it off.
Yeah.
It was best they could.
Right. Babylon 5 was being done on Amigas, man. I mean, come on.
Yep. Apparently that was only for like the first 2 seasons, though.
Is that Houdini?
I thought that was Jesus.
Same difference. They both did something with water. I don't remember what.
Yeah. But both died due to kidney-related damage.
That's why you have 2.
Oh,
Scott.
Sophie, thanks for gifting Scott 7-month resub.
Yeah.
You can go back and watch all of our hot VODs.
You want some of our hot VODs?
I'm actually curious if YouTube's done processing that Ori thing I sent it last night. Probably not.
T-Brarian.
Also, thanks for gifting T-Brarian a sub.
I read that as T-Brain for a second. And I'm like, is that like T-Pain's smarter brother, T-Brain?
Dude, just roll with the name until they pop it and correct you.
Does T-Brain team up with Water T?
So did you look at the Quantum dungeon crawler?
I saw that. Yeah, I'm like
Yeah.
that's pretty neat. I knew that they were working on something like that. I didn't know what it was called, but yeah. It's neat. Where I want to see like Quantum Rogue or whatever.
That's so like early 1970s. Like, oh, okay, that's how it starts. It's like, we got to figure out how we can make games on this quantum computer. So let's start with a dungeon crawler.
Right. I'm just waiting for like, yeah, we got the quantum computer to run Doom. Okay, it's a real computer now. You can actually do stuff.
Salty, thank you for gifting Bike Me and Frezza. Some subs.
You forgot to tell him he's so cute.
Right. You got to do your best, Valley Girl.
Oh my god.
It's okay.
My best Valley Girl has basically turned into Lumpy Space Princess from Adventure Time, so I don't even know anymore.
He's gonna roll with what you got, man.
Oh my glob! Drama bomb!
I never watched that. I know I might enjoy it though.
I quite enjoyed it. It's certainly a kid show, but like it's like a Ren and Stimpy style kid show where you're like, wait, what the fuck just happened?
LSP.
Lumpy Space Princess.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
That's what they call her for short.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely one of those characters where like they do a good job about like making you hate them very early on, and then like as you spend time with them, you like understand them, and then by the end of it, you're actually like, I like this character now. They've undergone like some level of growth, or like I've developed this deeper understanding of them, and now I get it, and now I'm in on the joke.
Yeah, sometimes it's incredibly broken if you don't have access to Discord, because that's set up. I've seen people use it.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to those 3 HBO hour-long Adventure Time series.
On HBO.
Yeah, on HBO Max. They're doing like a 3. I guess they're movies or like super long episodes, because normally the episodes are like 10 minutes long.
Well, that worked so well for Futurama. He says, slightest hint of irony.
I mean, late Futurama was kind of a mixed bag. There was definitely some good stuff in there. Prisoner of Benda was a great episode. It's the one where they had the accompanying math proof. They're like, oh yeah, by the way, here's how you actually solve this problem. It would have been really good though if they got like one of the Harlem Globetrotters to actually like have a credit on that paper though.
Yeah. Okay, just over 2 minutes before we get going. Plenty of funky music.
And they were dancing and singing.
Wild Cherry, then. I was jamming that driving home today. Going, man, I wish we could license shit like that at a reasonable rate.
$24 milligrams. Mine's only 18.
Yeah,
they don't sell the 24 milligram bottles here.
Here's the thing: I cut my 100 milligram nicotine to 50. So,
I got this disposable guy. As I don't know, the box has the actual measurements on it. I bought it because it was cheap.
This works. This is a Whimsix with a drop that I built a single coil in, which was a pain in the ass.
This one lights up green over here, so I can pretend I'm smoking a cigarette.
Nice.
I'm not gonna take a hit off this because I'm gonna be super stoned for the rest of the episode. I'll do that in 2 weeks for episode 420.
Dead man's fingers.
The coils for these atomizers are actually surprisingly easy to make. I may or may not have already ordered a spool.
Oh yeah, I got Clapton wire, regular wire, unregular wire.
I mean, Foxy, if you drill a hole in that bottle, that would actually make a pretty nice bong.
Have you drilled through glass? It is a ginormous pain in the ass.
It is a pain in the ass. I'm just saying, if you put in the effort.
I'm just saying, if you give me like 16 of those bottles and a press and some decent lube, maybe one. And this boils directly laser line to the bong too, because I've been asked. Can you drill a hole in the bottom? And I was like, eh. We had a lot of broken glass that day, is all I'm saying.
And the next day, I went and bought a pair of shoes, because goddamn, my feet were bleeding.
Dude, it was in a Jack Daniels bottle. Oh, lots of Jack Daniels bottles. Yeah. I didn't fuck up any of my bits, though. So.
What about using major laser to drill a hole through?
That's what I need. I need an argon helium laser. Yeah.
That's what we need. We need to give Ven more lasers. Can we set up like a separate Patreon? Like Ven Stone is lighting
Ven's
things on fire with light.
That'd be the shortest fucking run. I mean, if not due to like self-immolation, and it would be self-incarceration. It's like, can a laser really stop a moving vehicle? Let's find out.
Coming up this week on Lasers versus Cops. Woo, woo,
Nope.
woo, woo.
Turns out that only torched the passenger and the driver and the person in the house across the street. But what we learned was science. All right, we got to get started.
We do.
Yes.
We do.
Let's lock that. Click, clack. Recording. There's always more room for labs. See, it's just like that. Charging
Yeah.
like that.
I'm a fire in my laser.
Dr. Octagonicus! Blah!
Downhill from here, kids. Let's get ready. And welcome back to another Linux Gamecast Weekly, the show that covers the latest Linux gaming news, reviews, how-tos, and most importantly, whatever the hell else we come up with. I'm Vince Stone, here at LGC Actual in River, downtown by a van, joined every week by a van up north. What does that shirt say?
It says Vader. It's a death metal band. I was going to say, are you a Ven down by the river?
No, that's a diagram. Quit confusing me. With diagrams. Anyway, there's Pedro. Together with you.
Hi.
Joining us live at home, helping us form Cocaine Voltron. Before we get going, man, we do the little thing, because believe it or not, we don't talk a lot during the week unless something is massively wrong, like forgetting to lock our computers before getting up. Pedro, how did that go?
Yeah, no, Nori totally got me because I left the show notes open and I went to do things and I didn't notice that she typed something into the show notes.
Hang on, I got the hangout. Where's it at? Okay. 10 a.m.
I remember too, because that shit woke me up. I'm like, wait, what?
It was like 3 p.m. here, so
okay. we get the message. We have this long-running Google Plus hangout. Well, it's not cheap Messenger now, but this is how we communicate. Something was wrong. I get a message. Jordan does too. I don't know what peanuts and rainbows are, comma. Which game am I recording? Question mark. And that looked like a very angry question mark and maybe slightly confused.
Rawr.
Mostly confused. There was no anger there. It's just I genuinely didn't know. It's like,
So this-
peanuts and rainbows.
Well, so you posted the history and like it had me there. I'm like, shit, did I do that?
No, I saw the color because it has like the little color thing. It's like, oh, that was me. Oh, Nori got me.
I had to go digging
Dang it.
around because Pedro asked the question. I was waiting. I said Jordan wasn't typing anything. I'm like, oh, maybe Jordan's responsible. Then I got curious. So then I pulled up the document history and it's like, maybe it was other Pedro or a Nori. Pedro just writes back, she got me at 10:15 a.m.
Well, it's always that thing. Like sometimes, like you middle click while you're scrolling and you accidentally paste whatever you had highlighted last. I've done that a few times in the show notes.
I disable that because I don't trust myself with not middle clicking.
Well, then you got the thing with like Google Docs. Sometimes it's a Control-Shift-V. Sometimes it's a middle click. It just depends on what clipboard it happens to be hanging out in that particular day.
Exactly. You never know. Sometimes like stuff just gets in. And again, if you just highlighted it and you had no idea what it was, that was my thought. Anyways, I don't know. The moral of the story: Nori is an elite hacker. Keep her away from.
Oh yeah, no, Nori is straight up gunning for me.
Anything new in Toronto?
No, I got vacation next week. I'm excited. I got like half a week off.
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna fuck it. I'm gonna do nothing. Apparently, there's some plan to go to a beach, let the dog run around. I don't know.
A beach?
Could be fun. Yes, we have beaches in the frozen north.
North.
No, my tongue is frozen from the cold. Odin, cut it off! Damn it!
No, hey, it's not gonna happen, man. I put out a video if you're curious about because we did the final test and the after shows and last week to bring up all three of our co-host boxes with NDI over the 10 gig switch. Cheap little device, they're about $140. Put a video up on that. How I set it up. I made a very intentional. I do this in videos sometimes. I'm not saying go digging. Nothing that would hurt anything, but it's something that I would have swore because it went up for patrons a couple days ago and I put it up publicly yesterday about setting up the fiber and the transceivers. I did a thing that I thought for sure I would get a, well, actually, Van, you should do it this way. Didn't get it. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but it's blaringly obvious if you've ever dealt with like OM3, it's just fiber optic cable before. But hey, I look forward to that comment showing up eventually. That's pretty much it, man. Not much else to report. We got anything going on with the horse, though?
No, I don't think we've upgraded to the fiber horse yet. It's still the copper horse, maybe even the bronze horse. It's the Steam Linux update.
All right, man. Clarify this for me, Pedro. I'm confused already.
Yeah, no, Valve did a thing, and this is always news because Valve rarely does a thing. But they did sort of introduce a new actual guideline to the Steamworks community FAQ, which basically is to prevent people from advertising their games that are being hosted outside of Steam. And honestly, I can think of a few culprits, and most of them are now shilling for the Epic Store, but that's later on. When they first introduced it, people were like, oh, what does this mean? What does this mean? So they eventually did a bit of a clarification, and they said, regarding the updated language of the Steamworks community FAQ, the general spirit of this update was to remind content creators that their Steam pages should not be used for certain activities such as promotion of a game's exclusive availability on a competing platform.
Now, I would like to point out this is only because lawyers said calling your tits was not acceptable.
Yes.
Well, it's not
Lawyers,
it's not just
PR, HR, maybe.
it's not just the game. They're saying like any sort of like events on other platforms. Basically they want you to keep like your Steam page for Steam events and like, oh, we have this thing running on the Switch store. Don't talk about that. You can talk about that on your Switch page, just not on the Steam page. Yeah, and like they make it clear like we haven't changed anything. We're just reminding some people who know who they are.
Right. It's got like a little shot across the bow. Now, one thing I would like to see them address, where do we feel on this? Simply because I get why you do it, but I don't like to see it done for, like, say you are a developer and you have 15 games, and every time one of your games goes on sale, all of your other game pages, even games that haven't been updated in years, all get the, hey, the latest update is, hey, our new game's out. Go give us more money. Like, can we dial that back a little bit, maybe?
I mean, that's okay because like the news thing is usually down below the purchase button, so
you see,
it's
Pedro,
not going to.
I tend to go through this news thing daily, and I see it very often, and I have to keep. I'm like, well, somebody had a sale, didn't they?
The new library does that too. If you own one of their games, you get all of it.
I mean, I can see why you'd want that as like a developer or publisher. If like people, if you're trying to cultivate a fan base, you want people to know, hey, if you like this one game that we did, here's another game that we did. Blah blah blah.
I understand it. I support it. I'm just saying, don't get excessive with it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah.
Also,
whatever,
it's a bad look to promote your new game for a game that you never finished on your early access page.
Frozen Bite.
Good news, everyone. EA is... Go ahead. You want my story? Take it, bitch.
No, I thought we were going right to the other one. I had a brain fart. Go ahead.
Oh, you're just going to skip that one for fuck all reason? All right.
Yeah, absolutely. Go fuck yourselves.
Coming August 31st to Steam, EA Play, the ultimate game membership. That's some subscription bullshit, man. Anyway, it's here. We're kind of curious because that is going to make it theoretically easier to maybe proton some stuff like Titanfall 2, Battlefront, whatever more Battlefield is, and an Inquisition along with some Sims. And should we even care about this, I think, is the real question.
I mean, I think what this is just a harbinger saying like, hey, Proton's going to get real good at like running Origin games. But like, so this is like the EA Origin to Steam thing, and it lets you like synchronize saves and like and so on, achievements, gives you like a little bit of a discount on some games, I guess, if you're buying them on the Origin store.
Well, the main reason I bring it up is because I know Pedro's going to be like, wait, what?
No. See, I have Need for Speed Most Wanted and Carbon on my wish list already. Once the sales come around, I shall pick them up. But this EA is one of the culprits I mentioned earlier, and to be fair, they're not actually the ones shilling for Epic. They're actually shilling for their own store, Origin.
Doesn't it say a lot? Doesn't it say a lot that the game industry is went to such shit? You look at EA and you're like, Yeah, you guys aren't that bad anymore. You can
No,
come in
really not.
You're just old school evil. That's not even.
EA has maintained the level of evil that we've come to expect at this point.
Yeah. The one thing that's kind of interesting, at least to me, on this is like, oh, you can play new EA games for 10 hours. So that might be a thing. Like, hey, does this work on Proton?
That would be. I basically, my curiosity boils down to I'm not excited about EA or anything like that. It's like, hey, it's a new thing to play with, right? Like, hey,
Yeah,
let's see if that can do
some more games, right?
Right.
Like,
Yep.
At this point, the game is like, what can we get away with on Proton versus like,
Right.
we're holding our breaths for like actual native Linux releases. No,
It's the lazy person's wine adventure game. You know, you click play. Nope. All right. Next.
Does it work? No? Okay.
It does. Excellent. All right. Wait till the next update to break it.
Speaking of updates,
Speaking of updates, that's what I was getting excited about. There's a brand new Steam client update. It has some Linux fixes. One that I've run into, the bug where the shader processing could sometimes get stuck. It happened to be on Youngblood the first time I installed it.
that sounds like the least offensive thing that's happened with Youngblood.
Fair, right? Fucking Bethesda net. Yeah, but so they fixed the shader compile issue, so now it will be unstuck. They also added some stuff for Steam Input, where you can now bind mouse actions to the gyroscopes. Which, like, if you want to do like the Nintendo Wii driving racing thing, you might be able to get away with that now. It opens up some possibilities for like other sorts of control schemes, which I think is kind of neat. And yeah, like that's kind of it. It's a small update, fixes some bugs.
And it comes on the heels of that, what was it called? Flick stick? That uses a gyroscope and the accelerometer in modern controllers for just that purpose. So I guess introducing that uncovered a few bugs. But yeah, the other thing is that they, I don't know if everyone else got this too, but the latest few issues of the Steam Vulkan shader compile, the text string was not being shown. It was just showing the translation string, which means it was like hashtag VK shader comp. It's actually been fixed.
Hashtag VK shader comp. Get that trending on Twitter. Bam.
I've definitely never even ran into it. No, I've had games take a minute and a half, 2 minutes to do the shader compilation. But now I don't even see the pop-up window because it just does it when you launch Steam. And it'll say, yep, just does a little loop thing. That's when it's updating the. But hey, if you had a problem with it, I'm glad it's fixed. Let's talk about some new games.
Yeah, this is a fun little fuck around looking thing. It's called D-Drace Network.
I haven't played it yet.
Neither have I. It's free though, so like it doesn't fucking cost us anything. It kind of gives me a little bit of like speedrunners vibes. Speed racers, speedrunners. That's the game. Speed races. I don't even know anymore.
Go speed races.
It's a little bit of Speed Racer. It's a little bit of Liero. It's a little bit of Worms. It has some co-op. It has some versus. It looks like a fun fuck around simulator, and it's
just
free.
Looks like Kirby with a knife, man. I'm sold.
Kirby already has a knife. But like it has online multiplayer. That's the thing. It's like here's a multiplayer game that you can actually play with your fucking friends.
What?
Oh my god. It's revolutionary.
Cross-platform includes a level and it's free. What's the catch?
Linux.
You just need Linux.
Yeah.
I got so far as to see whether or not it launched, and it did. So I'm like, well, you got that going. I have no idea how to play it. I think you have to cooperate, which just sounds like a horrible idea. I spend enough time cooperating on Thursday.
Yes.
Up next, something all the Twitch streamers have been playing, man.
It was a game that got a lot of hype in game conventions past, mostly because this year there haven't been any because of the thing. But yeah, it's Spiritfarer, and it's basically a raft management simulator where you're playing as Charon, effectively.
I wanted to play as an incredibly soothing experience.
I want to be the cat.
Okay.
You're the ferryman of the dead, basically, and you go around picking up people who died, and you need to make enough money to improve on your raft, or build your boat, as they say. And yeah, once you do that, you get more money and you get more things and you get to see new places. It's all 2D though, which I feel it's a negative.
Yeah, I do not want 2D in my platformers. 3D platformers, no feet.
Yeah,
I wish it was something more along the lines of Windward, where you actually had a 3D world and there was just that focus on your ship. I would be okay with that, but no, it's 2D platformer. All right.
Hey, come on,
it
man.
gives me,
The developers are called Thunder Lotus. I mean,
Thunder Lotus.
Yeah.
It gives me some like big Stardew Valley vibes though. Like 2D side scrolling Stardew Valley. I don't know. It could be chill if you just want like a game to like zone out and play. This seems like it could be something relatively low stress.
Yeah. This is like something I would absolutely just cock around with for a little bit at least. I'm like, what's going on?
That price though, it's a little steep.
Looking at the quality of the game, just like when I just saw that animation and like I was like, yeah, they spent some money on this.
They definitely did. I think it's I don't know, for me like $34 Canadian, that's a little bit much, but like if this is your jam, then much like the game we're reviewing this week, it may be worth it to spend the extra ducats if you're going to get the value out of it.
Right. But do you think it's going to compare to Helheim Hassel?
Helheim Hassel. No.
You know, when I saw this, my first thought was like, is that really Hell? Then okay, Helheim. I get it. All right.
Yeah.
I get it.
Helheim. Indeed. Yeah, so Helheim Hassel, it's by the same guys who brought you Manuel Samuel. It has a demo. I tried it out. It has a fucking long ass intro. Like it takes about like 10 minutes to actually get to the gameplay. But what it is, it's a puzzle game where you can detach various parts of your body, control them, swap between them to solve puzzles.
I see Death is back.
Yeah, Death is back. He's trying to get into like Viking hell. Apparently, Helheim has been replaced with like an automated system. So open up a Jira ticket.
War is back too.
Yeah. But yeah, it's a puzzle game. It's not quite Manuel Samuel, but they definitely have that low key body horror element. Yeah, like that looks like something out of the fucking Thing, man. Mac wants the flamethrower. Mac wants the what?
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
That looks dirty. Should we censor that?
A little bit. Don't want to stay on it too long. Okay, it doesn't 1604. All right, cool. I'm down with that. I'll try the demo. Go play with it yourself, man.
Yeah.
So
or go play with yourself. We don't.
No, we don't.
This is a good Christian podcast.
Do you know who's going to have to go back and play with themselves
I'm damn
all
near
alone?
8 years in. Okay.
You wouldn't jack Jesus off, would you?
The Canadian government has apologized on behalf of Jordan Strong multiple occasions. This is not one of them. There's an update. We've always said, anytime Epic does something epic, our Epic Watch must continue. And, well, for the second week
to be fair, Apple did this one.
Here's the thing, Brad.
Did they, though?
Here's the thing. Apple threatens to terminate Apple. And we're like, okay, that's the thing. Then Apple's like, you know what? Poof, go away. Do a thing. Now, this is what I didn't expect. I didn't expect Epic to be like, what? Are you unfamiliar with Apple and their scorched earth policies? I mean, seriously, you knew how this was going to play out. Epic. What's going to end up happening, though, is they're going to pull support for the Unreal Engine development kits and stuff like that from the Apple Store. That's going to hurt developers, man. Devs, it's a good time to look into Unity. I'm just saying, man, at least they halfway support Linux. Now, VFX companies using Unreal Engine and stuff like that, I don't know what the fuck all you're going to do. I want to know who at Epic came up and executed the stunt in the first place after reading through this, because this story gets a little thicker, kids. Stick with me.
Boy.
Whoever that person is, they live in some weird bubble, like a better reality distortion field than Apple has ever produced. They don't know what the public opinion of the company is. But later on, so how this went down earlier in the week, well, this was last week, and they did the thing, and like, oh, we're going to violate the terms of service on the Play Store and the Apple Store. And Apple's like, oh, sweetheart, get fucked.
The fuck you are. Yeah.
We have a solution for that. Watch. And so it's escalated to Apple going, if you fix this, you can come back on. And Epic's like, meh. And Apple's like, you know what? Have you ever heard of a little company called NVIDIA? We're Apple. Ask them how this plays out, son. This is the thing, though, because Epic is trying to get a little stay, a little injunction. Like, listen, man, we just wanted to be, we didn't ask for special treatment and all this. Then Tim Cook walks out and he's like, by the way, here's the fucking email where Tim's asking for special treatment.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, I'm pretty sure in the wake of this, like, the Unity devs and the Godot devs are squealing with glee. Hey, developers, this is why you should use open source cross-platform tools, so stuff like this won't screw you over. Because Apple revoking Epic's developer account means that they no longer can support Unreal Engine 4 on Mac. Like, it becomes completely a non-starter if you want to make a game for iPhone, for iOS, or OS X with Unreal Engine 4. You will no longer get support. Your download will disappear from the iTunes store. Apple will quietly remove it from your computer, and you're fucked. So to be fair, this is well within Apple's rights. They basically say in their terms of service, if you violate this, we can revoke all your access. This is the beauty of software licensing. You violated our policy. Your license is null and void. Get fucked. You cannot interact with our store anymore. Yeah, I kind of got to agree with Ben here. Like, this is Epic assuming that they have larger pull than they do.
Yeah.
I really feel like no one, like, to be perfectly clear, no one here is rooting for either company, but this is Batman Bane about you merely adopted the darkness.
This is sketty wrestling, man. I don't care who wins. I just want to see some people buttered up and covered in noodles.
I do. And
yeah, like really, really rich companies going at it with each other, and they're both shit. They're both shit.
You got sales and you got valuations. When you're talking about valuation, Apple has $1 trillion in the bank. That's real.
They evaluated at $2 trillion.
Yeah, all those tax havens are doing Apple some good.
That's all we're going to talk about unless next week something. But we have to address it because it's Epic, and Epic loves Linux. They said it on their website, and we want to stick by them somehow. No, we don't.
Somehow, they gave Strider a bunch of money.
This is
and Krita and Blender.
Genuinely looking at two kaijus going at it with some popcorn. I don't really care all this. It's entertainment. All right.
Now, this is like some King Kong versus Godzilla things, because at some point, Apple is just going to start breathing atomic fire on the hairy ape, and it's going to be game over.
See, that's what I'm saying. But you're rooting for Godzilla because, like, the other thing's a primate and it's all warm blooded. And you're like, eh.
Yeah, maybe.
I'm saying this is like two cold-blooded soulless corporate entities going at each other. I'm like, have fun. I want to watch.
No, again, like I said last week, either way, we're probably going to come out worse for wear with it anyways.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter what the end result is. Coming up next, we got some new drivers to talk about. This time, new drivers. We also got some NVIDIA stuff to talk about. Matrox.
Extra honks.
Goose.
8 DisplayPort hunks.
Honk honk.
Did you hear that
Epic can
Untitled Goose Game is getting a sequel? They're adding yeah, it's going to have like multiplayer.
I'm not surprised. I bought Untitled Goose Game. I played a little bit of it.
You got it on the Switch, right?
Yeah, I got it on the Switch. It is like a lot of it is like super finicky. There's definitely a lot less like dick around as a goose and more like, hey, there are goals that you need to accomplish here.
The people I were watching stream it, I was like, this is Hitman. There's a fuck cascade that you can trigger in this. Yeah.
Yes.
I could never get into Hitman. I tried so hard. It seems like on the 10. Like, I would love this game. It just didn't work with me.
Like for the problem I have with Hitman is like it very much expects you to like engage with the gamified mechanics. Like these people can't actually see or hear you. They have like very limited vision cones, and cheesing that is part of how you succeed. But my brain refuses to like acknowledge this and treats them like real people. That's my problem with stealth games.
Yeah, no, that's how I got on Hitman 2. That first mission where you need to kill the 2 targets. All in a suit, without ever changing to another thing, never being caught, killing them both by dropping the lady on the dude without anyone finding the bodies, and making it out of the level without being spotted.
See, it's one of the issues with ARM right now. ARM is petitioning the UK government to allow them to do an initial offering to go public, so we can still be a British company. Like, sweetheart, the only thing British about your fucking headquarters is, yeah.
Once upon a time, we were Acorn.
Nvidia's going to buy ARM. Deal with it.
Maybe we'll get another Shield tablet.
Jensen's just doing it to fuck with Apple. You want to tie it back into the previous story.
Jensen's doing that to fuck with Apple and Intel, man. Like, they're eyeing that very lucrative server market, and they're like, if we can provide like all-in-one SoCs for like machine learning and shit, we'll be rolling in it. Embedded
Our
shit for
GPUs
cars
with our CPUs. Yeah.
Yeah. Like there is a huge swath of industry that opens up if Nvidia can like get a CPU manufacturer on board. Like it's not just gonna be the gaming stuff. It's gonna be like GPU, better automated like smart devices. I don't know. I need a Titan in my fridge to like slowly cook my meat in there while it's cooling it down.
Sure.
Yeah. Also, so I can like go on Twitter on my fridge because I need that.
You would do it once, just say you fucking did it. I tweeted
Absolutely.
from the fridge.
I logged in.
That's it.
My tweet will be sent from my fridge, and that will be the only thing.
Done. I know that. Smart fridge. I don't keep enough stuff in the icebox to justify any intelligence.
I don't want my fridge to be able to talk back.
I don't know. I mean, if it would talk some shit to me, maybe. Like by the time you go home, like, it's gonna be
Text
like
to
that.
voice on the smart fridge, so it reads out tweets.
So okay. So who would be like the best voice for that?
I don't know.
GLaDOS
would be the best place to voice your thoughts on what the show topic
Oh,
should be.
segues.
Nori is an elite hacker. Now let's be realistic. They got to fit in a podvelope. So
Lazy Person's Wine Adventure sounds like the sequel to Bill and Ted Nobody Wanted.
covered in noodles. Kirby with a knife. I'm gonna vote for myself because I'm cheap. Fiber horse.
Jack Jesus, I'll give that a vote.
All right, 10-minute real clock.
Venn down by the river.
And the Venn diagram. Damn, we gotta work diagram in that somehow. How's it going, Mikey? He just looks so traumatized, man. With little googly eyes.
Well, Mikey, my brain's like, yeah, Mike G, or Mike Tian, Mike Fox. We got a lot of Michaels here.
Couple Mikes. Mike's popular name.
Dude, like, I remember in, like, first grade, we had, like, 6 people named Michael in the class.
Oh, well, man.
It was ridiculous.
I escaped all that, but I always went last. There were a couple of people, like, there was, like, a Wanda.
Wanda. Any Wendy's?
No, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z, so...
Zelda?
Only in my video game, only in my consoles.
Or Xenia on a top? Or Xena Warrior Princess? Victoria, yeah.
Oh, you're still allowed to name children Vicky in Canada? Interesting.
I don't know. I've never tried to name a child, so I don't know what I'm allowed to and what I'm not allowed to call them.
I'm a little out of practice. It's been a minute since I've named children.
All right, sperm number 3,297.
They were OV. That bothers me that you know that. I mean, no more so than...
Mark010101, thanks for the follow.
Timing's everything, isn't it?
Yes, heroin. That great name that starts with a V. Good job.
At least Scott's trying, Jordan.
That was John, man. I know it's real easy to shove Scott in front of that bus, but this time it's John.
Scott genuinely wrote any heroin.
Any heroin.
Reading. No, you clearly said heroin, Scott. There's no way out of it, man.
Pretty sure that's not how you spell hemorrhoid, but okay.
That was an attempt made, man. You gotta give that boy a participation trophy, man.
Hemorrhoid, the sequel to Asteroids.
Ah. Asteroids.
Asteroids.
Yeah, they're just really annoying, man. Like, smash into
Yeah.
you're like, hey, man, let me ask.
No. They're ass steroids. You shoot them into your butt and then they get huge.
Oh, is that how Nicki Minaj has been doing it? Okay.
Lytics Drew, let's not lie to each other. That'd probably be the tamest damn thing you've done to search for today.
There's like 6 tabs of like disgusting hentai open like right now.
Right.
Not even in like incognito mode. It's like I want Google to know.
I was in the Microtik forums because they released for Router OS 7 point whatever beta, like YOLO test at your own risk edition. I don't even fuck with that stuff. But they've implemented WireGuard into Router OS.
Nice.
And I saw one guy's like, I think I got it set up right. And he was using the web interface. Brave soldier. Possibly 90 fucking tabs open. I'm like, that's somebody that bitches about Firefox using too much memory.
Link.
Are you trying to walk and chew bubblegum?
Yeah. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
Yeah. Triple digits, tabs are not bookmarks, man. I don't even have a bookmark thing.
Tabs are 100% bookmarks. I will not stand for this heresy.
Then sit your ass down like you are. It's fine. Heresy continues.
Heresy.
Heresy!
How do you spell heresy?
It's like hair I see.
I-C, just
Here?
H-A-I-R,
C.
capital I-C, hair
Yeah.
I-C.
It's like high C, but like heresy.
Man, if we were throwing some efficiency on this language they call English, yes, let's go ahead and dial some things back. Oh, no, but you have collector tabs that you'll never find it again unless you bookmark it.
They got rid of collector tabs because no one was fucking using it, so...
Man, I self-regulate, and if I have like 4 or 5 tabs, I close all tabs to the right. I'm like, phew.
Periodically, I'll be like, I have too much shit open. This I'm not using, this I'm not using, this I'm not using.
Most of the time I have like 3 tabs open that I actively switch between, but sometimes... sometimes...
So here's a question. Do you use like app tabs or pin tabs?
Only with the portrait, portrait mode on the show notes monitor over here. And I have a calendar, I have Hangouts, I have like the main drive thing and like the main stuff like emails for patrons for show notes and like the blank ass templates.
Man, I got poop. I'll be back.
3 minutes. Start the clock.
I'll only pin tabs when I'm uploading something because I don't want to accidentally close them.
I'm going to give your browser a refresh.
Okay.
That might be a habit I need to get into. Everyone say bye, Pedro.
Oh, you're back. Okay.
Oh.
I totally wasn't gonna take my shirt off or anything.
Yeah, I don't even have a joke. I was like, I don't want to see that either, man. I wouldn't. I'm good. Yeah. Pedro's like a moth to a wood chipper. It takes him a minute
Fuck all
to
idea
get
what
there.
it is and gets away from there because it's loud and I don't like it.
But it's a fucking moth, so it eventually fucks up and flies in it anyway, man.
You really like that picture, don't you, Foxy?
He's getting some traction out of it, that's for sure.
Yeah.
So... One, two, three. All right, that's good. It's 10 megabits. I would have lost that bet.
Yes.
Yeah, I made it back in time. Haha.
Tumbling, kids. Staying bright.
Yeah. Whew. Man, I had habaneros on my banh mi yesterday, and right now my lower regions are a little bit warm. So,
You really gotta like not rub food on your genitalia.
but where's the sport in that?
Don't shove peppers up your butt.
No,
I understand. I understand you have free healthcare.
Don't tell me how to live
I'm
my
just
life,
saying
Pedro.
your doctors are getting a little tired of it. Like, it happened again.
I'm just saying, don't do it.
Hey man, you don't know my doctor. He shoved the first one up there, and then I got hooked.
He just misses you.
He does. You can't see your doctor anymore. It's difficult to get.
They make you wear a
booking.
blindfold and a mask.
And a handcuff and a ball gags. But you should. I'll give you a referral. His name's Dr. Feelgood.
All right. Let's get that slid down. We got one new.
Yeah. We noticed you, senpai.
All right. Let's pull that down.
Ooh.
Tap that pause button, fam. And arm record. Good to go. Tears of joy. In 3,
Yes.
2.
And before we get to the news, let's take a bit of a break and not take our shirts off because Twitch kind of frowns
I
on
wanted to
that.
take off my shirt.
Yeah, no, we can't do that because Twitch has been very clear. And since we are streaming this live, which you should totally be watching us live if you can. I mean, I don't expect you to stay up till like 2, 3, 4 in the morning, like
I do.
Someone. But yeah.
You know what? If you don't want to watch us live, but you want to get us immediately after, you're like, hey, man, you could sub to us on Twitch. That's the thing. But better yet, man, patrons get access to the live and uncut. You even get in a podcast form, man.
Whoa! What's this Patreon nonsense we're talking about?
It's just something I came up with, man. I like the name of it. It's Patreon.
Patreon.
It's not even spelled right.
Patreon with an I and
That's
like
how
2
you
U's.
know I invented it.
Patreon. You can head on over to patreon.com/LinuxGamecast if you want to support this mess. Yeah, like Ven was saying, you get some extra goodness for being a Patreon, like access to the show notes. You get access to our Discord channel.
Elephants are not silent.
It's the elephant in the room. Yeah, you get access to the pre super shows, and if you want an extra hour of Linux game casty goodness. If you want other ways to support us, though, head on over to linuxgamecast.com. Put your mouse over
How is that spelled?
LYNAXGYQ7. Yeah. Linux game cursed. Linux game cursed. It is cursed. This entire thing is cursed. Yeah, we got affiliate links, we got PayPal, we got a wish list, we got LibrePay, we got all sorts of ways to support us. If you want to send some Bitcoin, do that. We got like on the topic of wish lists. I have one.
Oh,
Ben
yeah.
has one. Pedro has one. I got something from Mr. Foxdog this week.
Dun.
Oh.
This is our favorite thing. See, this is a miserably bad idea that we've came up with. If you sense anything from the wish zone, A, you end up on this wall if you get anything for the studio. But B, this is the dumbest thing we've done. I'm trying to vamp for Jordan because I realized he forgot something and he just did too. I'm good like that. You get to send us a little note, which we will read out loud on a show, and you will be perpetually shamed until YouTube goes out of business.
So Mr. Foxdog got me something. It came in this like gift bag. Like it was all wrapped up. It's like, this is a fucking surprise. It comes with like a little polka dot card with the little Amazon note on it.
I can only assume that bag is breathable simply by that you're still here with us and conscious.
Fair point. Fair
Okay.
point. So I had put a plastic food container on my wish list as a reminder to buy it. Foxy has bought it for me, so now I need to go buy a sous vide machine. And he says, "I demand butter, lots of it. Grease me up, you suave Canadian, you." So thank you for that. I was actually going to bring a stick of butter in here and like snack on it throughout the entire segment, but I'm actually out of butter, so I forgot to buy some at the store today.
This is the quality that you're supporting. And the thought of like doing that's not the problem. That never crosses my mind. Shit, I'm just out of butter.
I'm just straight up out of butter. Like,
all of you beautiful psychopaths
I should put
are
that
awesome.
on my wish list, and Michael Foxdog can buy me
There
some
we go.
butter.
Put some butter on there. Time sensitive. Oh man. Yeah, that's pretty much it. We got merch, buy some stuff. I know I bought some stuff from our store earlier this week. Hasn't got here yet, no. But I didn't do any like rush shipping on it.
Did we thank Senpai?
Not yet. I was gonna let Pedro do it.
Notice me?
No, the Senpai definitely noticed us, and he's now one of our patrons.
Yeah.
Our brand newest patron. I'm pretty sure that's not how you say it, but yeah, fuck it. I've already screwed up
man.
Yeah.
I've already screwed up the English language enough tonight. I don't care. Thank you, Senpai. Thank you so much.
Yeah. All right. Let's get into it. Starting with not NVIDIA drivers.
No, that's coming later. Right now we're talking about AMD drivers. AMD VLK 2020 Q3.4 is out. What is it? You might be thinking, what? This is the non-Mesa driver? It is. This is the open source driver, the open source Vulkan driver that AMD actually provides. And apparently there's actually code in here that is shared with the Windows Vulkan driver. So you get a bit of an NVIDIA situation going where there's like some library sharing. I think that's good. Unifying the code base makes
Library shaming.
Yeah,
library
that's a show
shaming.
title.
Shame. No, but I think like sharing code between like Windows and Linux drivers means that hopefully performance will be a little more consistent between all platforms, because we know AMD has some problems with consistency in terms of performance. So there are a couple fixes for Proton games in this. They have some less crashy Wayland support, and they update the API version to Vulkan 1.2.150. So that's available. If you have an AMD card, you want to give this a little whirly bird. Don't want to. The nice thing is you can use this alongside the Mesa driver, so you don't have to. It's not like NVIDIA where you gotta like if you want to fuck around with Nouveau for whatever goddamn reason, you have to uninstall the binary drivers. AMD's architecture is a little clever. It all works together. So that's
Pretty cool, man. One thing I noticed, I'm just going by. I saw that Strider in chat earlier this week. He was bugging John. He was like, "System 76 got some new kernels." And John's like, "Psst," slid in some over. And I think he was tangoing with this to get this updated, because now the creepy fetus is a lot smoother. He was able to get his Death Stranding up and running on 5700, I believe, right?
Yeah.
And it was
That's
like playable.
his new GPU. And that's the thing. He was actually saying that it works better on AMD now than NVIDIA because apparently NVIDIA is completely missing some Vulkan extension, possibly VKX 4444 formats.
444444444.
Yes. But
4.
I am unaccounted for, okay?
Oh no, man! I was trying to do an Asgardian with a lisp.
4.
4. Okay, enough of that. Let's get onto NVIDIA because we
5.
talked about AMD.
Oh, it stopped crashing with a new kernel. All right.
It's 450. 45066 is currently available for download, and it adds support for a bunch of ISO
Finally,
Quadro.
my Matrox D.
Right.
Yeah.
Like I saw that. I'm like, Matrox? What the fuck?
Yeah, baby.
Yep. So Matrox D series, the 1450 and the 1480 are currently supported by the newest release, and they also fixed some triple buffering support for Vulkan X11 swap chains, which is a very good idea, especially if you have a high refresh monitor and you don't trust the VSync of your X11 applications, which, to be fair, they're not to be trusted because VSync on Linux was a shit show until not too long ago.
I like this that they throw in like also a note. You're using us, Susie. Read the how-to before tangoing with us.
Just install Ubuntu.
Run.
It's just a link to. If you're using SUSE, please follow this link. It's just a link to like the Ubuntu download page.
Oh man. So what do we get up next?
Up next, we have
all right.
NVIDIA's new thing.
Yeah, we do. Check this out.
Spending money.
WCF Tech NVIDIA GeForce RTX 3090 flagship Ampere graphics card Ampere, I guess we should say $1399, will feature a massive 24 gigajoule DDR sexy X memory. Yay?
So sexy.
Oh, dude, come on. Are you kidding me? I want this. Just pour it all over my face, chest, and neck, baby.
It can run like Quake 2 RTX at like 50 frames a second.
I don't know. The one thing my 2060 can do better than your 1080 Ti.
Yeah, right.
I can crush that shit at like low 40s.
Yeah. You gotta have that extra. You gotta have that extra 12 gigs of VRAM in order to get that extra 10 frames a second at Quake 2 RTX.
Dude, this is kind of wild, man, because with the pricing, okay, possibly if like the pricing sticks, because they're saying like $400 for a 3060. I'm probably going to be like, okay.
Yeah, I remember when like I think it was like straight up the 4 series where it's like, yeah, if you wanted like a 460, that would have been like $400, and that was like the cheap card compared to like the 480 and the 490 and whatnot. Way back when, in the long ago.
What do we think?
I don't know.
It is a chunk. No, everyone's assuming that this is the 3090 because the first thing that stuck out to me is like it's a 120 millimeter phone.
Mm-hmm.
Wait a minute, that's 3 slots. What?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a triple slot with 2 120 mil fans, one in the front, one in the back, with that really odd design that they decided to go with.
X gonna give it to you.
Yeah, it's probably going to be for the 3090s and the Titans. So we'll see. We'll have to see. This is all, speculation. I hope you grab that bag of salt on your way here because you should have already taken 2.
Take 2 bags of salt and call me in the morning.
Yes.
2 bags of salt. I don't think you have to worry about that call, baby.
$1,400. I also saw the other rumors that said that it was going to be $2,000, and I'm far more inclined to believe it's going to be $2,000. But we'll see. Again,
I'm not, because what we're looking at is $400 for 3060, $600 for the 3070. 3080 would be $800, putting the 3090, the big extra chunky boy, at $1,400. Now, if either the 3080 or the 3090 come out with 24 gigajoules of RAM, that immediately undercuts like what I would pay for an RTX 5000 or RTX 8000, which they start at $1,900. So that's a fucking bargain's what that is. Now, that is only a bargain in the pricing structure of which NVIDIA has pulled the strings on for the past half decade. But
The 7 years of basically no competition whatsoever.
that's the thing. All right. Moving on to something that doesn't involve NVIDIA.
No, it does not. And NVIDIA GeForce, for a teeny tiny little moment in time,
It was a minute.
was live, and their GeForce Now system was live and available on Chromebooks. Well, it was on the Play Store, and people with Chromebooks realized, they had ARM Chromebooks, that is, realized that they could install it, and it would start. But then there was an update. It's like, oh, guess not. Yeah, that wasn't up there for very, very long, and yeah, they pulled it. It wasn't intended to be a public thing, apparently. So yeah, no. Currently, there's no GeForce Now availability for Chromebooks. Currently.
Yeah, they're saying there's going to be the WebRTC client coming, Spoon. But, like, this is basically just a case of, like, hey, Chrome OS supports APKs, right? Can we install this on our Chromebooks? Does it work? GeForce Now, baby!
The APKs are going to be a thing. I mean, what worries me about this is just probably the internet that's currently littered, because you can play for free with GeForce Now just for only, like, 30 minutes or whatever. And they're like, fuck off.
Mm-hmm.
There's going to be a bunch of sketchy APKs out there. Don't go sideloading stuff, kids. That's the biggest thing I wanted to point out.
That's how you get viruses on your Androids.
Shut up. I'll disable Windows Defender if I want.
Windows Defender for Android coming soon.
I wouldn't.
Give Microsoft ideas. Why wouldn't you?
Why not? Bring it. Come on. It's 2020, man. After the pole shift. Get a little bad news from the fine carbon-based entities at LibRetro.
Yeah, so apparently they got hacksored. So there's a blog post here. It's on libretro.com. Links to all this stuff in our show notes. So someone was, according to them, someone gained access to a high-level member's GitHub account, which enabled them to essentially wipe out their build bot. And they pushed a blank commit to the initial commit, which basically, on their Git repository, which basically breaks the repository, gets rid of all their history. Nothing works anymore. So according to them, no malicious code has been pushed anywhere. So none of the cores or none of the core codes were compromised. I wouldn't believe that just yet. Maybe hold off until they get things recovered. They're saying, yeah, we the last backup we took of everything was like a couple months ago. Backups are expensive. Not really. Like Amazon Glacier, Backblaze. There are cost-effective ways.
Glacier is stupid cheap. Just don't use it.
Yeah, well, that's the thing.
That's the whole thing, right?
It's stupid cheap. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. That's what. But this exact situation is why you keep stuff in Glacier. But yeah. So they're saying they're hoping to this. Amongst other things, they're upgrading their new build service. There was apparently some plan to do that, but now that their old build servers are compromised, they're like, yeah, let's not go back to the old one. That's probably a smart move. They're also gonna hope that they're working with GitHub to see if they can get their source code restored. If they can't, there's a lot of various versions of the main repo floating around. They're going to try and like work with the community to get like the latest version back, plus minus a couple commits. So stuff may
When did
be
you
broken.
last clone the Git, please?
Yeah, or when was the last Git pull you did? But yeah, so it's good on them for disclosing it. They could have held on to this information for a while.
Right.
They said like 5 hours. They released that within 5 hours of them detecting it, which I mean, good disclosure on the LibRetro part. So yeah, that's definitely a thing.
So Pedro, on a scale of what is a LibRetro?
LibRetro is a library that allows you to play retro games. But on a more serious note, it's basically a core library for a bunch of emulators to run off of. You see it implemented in RetroArch, which also makes use of Emulation Station and a bunch of other things. Laka, the operating system Laka for the Raspberry Pi, also heavily relies on LibRetro, and it is basically the core for which a bunch of emulators run off of, which is actually very nice to see, and it's an actual shame that they managed to get spearfished into giving out access to
It's a
some
bullshit
asshole
lesson.
that
It is
pushed
a
an
bullshit
empty
lesson
commit
to learn.
and
It
wiped
is.
everything.
But I said this on Wednesday. This is a dog shit way to have to develop a disaster recovery plan. But
Yep.
this like gets your head on correctly. You're like, okay, we're doing that now.
Well,
Yeah, this like, oh, this is what happens. All right.
well, I mean, to your point, a lot of these organizations do not have DR plans, and this is why even when things are going swimmingly, you need to have a plan for. Assume someone will get access. Assume that your security measures will fail, and have a process to recover because. You know, all security is imperfect. Humans are the weak link in any sort of information security system. So
Always
account for
assume
that.
a raptor driving a bus is going to smash through the wall and crush the server your data is on
Or like a meteor falls out from the sky and just eliminates the data center
while riding a meteor.
with a laser beam. And then it was
Lasers.
A meteor riding a meteor with a laser. Okay.
and then the server
I'm
was
just trying
hit
to
by a
get that
cobra
picture.
while struck
No.
by lightning.
Pedro, quit trying to turn everything into a snack, okay?
Because I'm the food one. Okay.
There we go. Welcome
Yes.
to Valorian.
General Kenobi.
It is an open world,
Valoran?
open source multiplayer. Oh, this is retro now. Voxel RPG. The game is in early stage development, but it is playable. And to your credit, lads, it is very much look. It's a little pixelated voxely doge.
Boof, boof.
This is the thing, man. I downloaded it, I launched it, and hey, at 3040 by 2160, it holds 60 just. What were your thoughts, Pedro? Because I didn't expect much, but it's well animated. The worlds look
It
good,
is.
and there was a pig
It took
running
me
around.
a while. It took me a while for my eyes to adjust slightly because I was seeing all of the individual voxels. It's like, oh god, this is a mess. Then I had like scooched back. Oh, okay. I see things now. But the other thing I noticed is that I did the click scroll on the Logitech mouse and I scrolled all the way back, and you can scroll back a long ass way. There's a screenshot in the show notes if you want to go have a look. Yeah, you basically can see the world. So, that's amazing. Although the one thing that I would complain is like I have fuck all idea what I'm supposed to be doing. It's like I have a wooden sword. That much I can tell. Yeah, that's there's a town in the middle there, and the rest is just.
Well, so I gave it a shot. It's installable via a couple of methods. I tried the flat pack and that worked. I was also getting like 60 at UHD. Yeah, so they're saying it's like very Breath of the Wild inspired, and I can definitely see that with like the hang gliding mechanic. And yeah, it's an open world. I spawned in as an orc with a hammer. I started beating townspeople, and it's like, please stop beating me. I have a mission for you. No. Then I killed the quest giver, and then I got out of the game. But yeah, it's open world. It's one of these things where like if you want to commit the time to it, I'm sure the content's there. I don't know. It like you guys said, it looks pretty good for like what it is, especially in like an early stage of development.
Exactly, and it's actively developed. So I encourage anyone to get in there. And I mean, it's MMORPG. So go hop in and see if you can find somebody playing and kill them.
Yeah,
The surfers will go down a lot. They actually warn you of that. It's like, yeah, it's still in development. The surfer will go down. All right.
One thing I do like is I went to single player mode and like immediately in the text box it's like, who needs friends? Single player.
Yeah, it does. It does take a minute to load that initial world too. So
Yeah.
keep that in mind. All right.
All right. Coming up next, we're putting peanuts on rainbows, fam. Peanuts on rainbows.
Peanuts on Rambos.
Peanuts on Rambos. Forever Stallone.
NC. So say we none.
Obey Down Syndrome, Edward James Olmos.
Then down by the river. Jesus, Kirby with a knife. Lazy person's wine adventure. Old school evil, I like that. Fiber horse.
Put some butter on there, straight up out of butter.
Houdini. All right. Oh, straight up out of butter. All right.
Yeah.
Yep. Four-way.
Alright. Looks like Nuri, the elite hackster, and Ben down by the river are in the lead.
It's a true tragedy. Oh, man. I'll check that in a minute. We've already tested the chair acquisition. So I'm going to apply for my first refund on eBay, I think Tuesday.
Oh?
Yeah, something I ordered from the Floridias still hasn't showed up, and Tuesday will be 4 days short of a month. So, yeah. Kind of feel bad for the seller, but I'm like, I hope you got it insured, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, don't fault me. I'm not going to be out, almost $200. Especially on something I didn't need. Sylvester Stall 1?
Yeah. Stall 1, stall 2, and stall 3.
Sylvester the cat.
Sylvester.
Sylvester.
Suffering Thuckerdish. Thuckatash.
Has anyone bought one of those 128 layer hinks?
No.
I want a hinks.
No. Again, Hynix, it's what they do. They know Flash.
I just want to see what 128 layer NAND feels like, Pedro. Actually, they're reasonably priced. It's like, what, $130 for a terabyte?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is
130
basically
bucks
the
for
same
what?
price as the QLC ones.
The 128 layer NAND drives from Hynix.
Not Fatty Dove.
No.
I wouldn't be surprised if the RAM module in the Fatty Dove SSDs wasn't the Hynix.
Well, this is the thing, man. Linus and his wacky tech tips pretty much wiped the earth of the supply of those things.
Yeah, I don't think they did many because they weren't expecting
They
to sell
turned into
many.
collector's items. Because even I was like, you know what, I'm going to buy one for the show just to, like, prop up in the
Fatty
background.
Dove.
Yeah. Just like to have it somewhere as a prop. Gone. Just like out of stock everywhere.
Yeah, I remember seeing those on Amazon for like 20 pounds for the 120
We were in the
gig
after
version.
show like 5 months before
Yeah.
that, laughing because we're like, what this?
Fatty Dove.
Yeah, Fatty Dove.
You don't want them anorexic doves.
Like my
Thin
doves
ain't
with
beautiful.
some meat on them. I don't know. Do people eat doves?
I mean, they're basically pigeons, right?
Yeah, like disease carriers extraordinaire, the rats of the air.
Strider's French. We'll know if it's edible in a minute. You might have to drown it in alcohol first, but
Yeah,
In
yeah.
Portugal, you do have to drown it in alcohol, red wine to be specific, and you can make pretty good rice with like the most of the innards and about as much blood as you can.
the image I'm looking at from Frojo is like a plate with a bunch of little... That's like a 6-pack of beer. That just piss you off and make you want, like,
Yeah.
some chicken or something, right?
Well, itty bitty chicks. I don't know. I googled like roast dove, and this was one of the results.
There you go, pigeon rice.
How to cook doves.
But can you hook up your pigeon rice to your MSN account?
See, I'm looking at like the roasted... It looks like you could stick that on a kebab.
You probably could, yeah. I mean, like they're not big animals either, so like, yeah.
Pedro purees is tough before ingestion.
It's like Prince when doves fry.
Yeah. He likes to... Pedro prefers drinking his dove.
The brown sauce is basically just
Dove?
pigeon
ground
blood.
pigeon. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you moved to Britain where they have similar food sensibilities to you, Pedro.
How dare you? That would be a sausage.
You're a sausage.
The meat aisle in Tesco's, like half of it is like sausages.
He speaks the true.
Pigeon sausage.
I would
Might
buy
be a
that.
thing.
I'd stop me in my tracks if I was like, pitch what? All right, we're gonna find a way to preserve this for the collection.
Let's vacuum seal it.
Like, dip it in that plastic they put like bullets and figurines in.
Yeah, lysine or whatever.
Yeah.
The
Of course, I'd do it over
Yeah,
in a
steak
bucket
and
and be
kidney
all
pie
messed
is
up.
here. Very good.
Steak and kidney pies? Meat pies, yeah. This sounds believable.
It's one of the things that the when the lunch van came into work, if for some reason we decided
Like intentionally, or was it a surprise to like you at the door?
the white unmarked lunch van.
Yeah. Freeland.
it was white, but it was very much marked.
Oh, hi, Mark.
It's they had burgers and they had steak
Pigeon
and
burgers.
kidney pies and
Just got some wings singing it off. Shit's for a
bacon
show.
baps. The bacon baps were also pretty good.
What the fuck is a BAP?
It's like a soft roll, bread roll.
Got them BAPs?
Think of like a lightly, not so light, well, like a pre-toasted croissant type thing.
Bacon BAP.
It's basically a really soft roll.
It's a bacon sandwich. Okay. Thank you, Pedro.
Everything. It's like this bacon sandwich has wings. Neat.
Hey, man, it doesn't matter if the bread has wings on it. If it's still bread, it's still a sandwich.
Red Bull gonna sue somebody.
Bread bull.
What's it give you? Oh no.
It gives you bread wings, man.
Diabetes.
They're not
gives
good
you
for
carbs.
carbs. It gives you long-term kidney failure.
All right. Let me get a drink and we'll get into it.
Scotch eggs. I just make the eggs and toss a bunch of sriracha on them. Like, there, done. Them some eggs. Oh, I get it.
I have a Pokemon Nuzlocke going, and I named my Gyarados TLC, and I taught it Waterfall, and then it died fighting a rock type, and I'm like, man, I shouldn't have gone chasing waterfalls. I should have listened to my own goddamn advice.
Hello, 69.
69.
69. Or should we pronounce the underscore as well?
Or is it Tuck 69? Nietzsche?
Nietzsche.
I know how to spell Nietzsche.
And it's nothing like that. Is it
I like how-
SCH or is it just CH?
I think it's SCHE.
SCHE, okay.
Oh, hold on. All right, here we go. Nietzsche.
Oh, it's a Z. Okay.
According to Wikipedia, Nietzsche.
Nietzsche.
Friedrich Nietzsche.
Friedrich.
Friedrich. Oh, Friedrich. For a second there, I thought that microphone was that Muppet's boner. It's like, boing.
Reinstall the NetBSD 8.2 on purpose.
Too many games on Linux, man. Can't get any work done.
That's why you use Haiku.
Well, it's for people who don't want to use their computers. BSD is for people who actually do want to use their computers.
To be fair, I don't use that laptop very often, but yeah, one of those laptops has Haiku installed on it. Install Orange with Bumblebee and your doesn't work.
What? Oh. Well, RTFM.
It's like, I'm sorry, you didn't pay for the NVIDIA GPU.
Right.
Oh,
Man,
shit.
I installed it. Where's my NVIDIA?
I like how our Discord has kind of become like the System 76 support grievance room.
Hey, they're still doing epic rap battles of history. They took a break for a minute, but they're back.
I mean, I'd imagine it takes time to like actually get the raps good. And like find.
Yeah, but it was like 2 years, 3 years. Like they took a break. But sometimes you gotta chill out.
Yeah, I mean, it's the creative process, right? Sometimes the shit's not there. Sometimes it is. I can't see.
It's for the best.
I'm blind.
Hey, that's got the right name. All right, that's what I need to know.
As always, run Pac-Man on your Ubuntu system, and then
Right.
make an angry post to the forum why Linux doesn't work because I googled something and the command they gave me didn't work. But Linux was supposed to be better than Windows, man.
Give me 1 second. I think I hear my car alarm. I'm not sure.
Oh.
Realistic Pac-Man?
There we go, Chuck. Could be pin.
All right. All right.
Okay, so over and under on sound of breaking glass.
Over and under on sound of gunshots.
It is the US, so there is always that possibility.
It was someone else's car alarm. I guess. Are you just like hearing ringing in your ears now? Do you have the tinnitus?
The titness.
The titness?
It's just one of those things, man. I mean, Turbojetta wasn't blinking. I parked Turbojetta out front too, so I could see it.
Mm.
So if they broke into it or whatever, I don't know. Nobody breaks into anything here anyway. I'm not saying that as a, oh damn. All right. Lock. We're ready to go, right? That's the question.
Yes.
Okay. In 3, 2.
Oh my God! Look at this wonderful new chair acquisition video. It's great. I love it. Welcome back This week we're taking a look at Really Bad Flying Machine, aka Peanuts and Rainbows, according to Nori. It's built by Eyal Hazor, Azora High. I don't know. Done on the Unity engine. You can pick it up for about $25 US. What is it? This is a puzzle game where you play as a flying machine. Shoot your propellers off to break boxes. Once you shoot a propeller, you lose the ability to move in its direction. Yeah, we got to talk about how like physics don't really work in this game, but a little bit. Collect keys to advance through the floors. The people sent us keys through Curator Connect, so thank you for making me open up big picture mode and going to our curator page. Yeah. Let's get started with the review proper. How'd it run on Debian, Ven?
Dude, over here, right out of the box, if you're watching the video, you go, oh, it's going to have some rough edges, and you would be correct. Out of the box, everything launched, picked up, Xclone, wireless, no problem. The little plane, it moved around. Then I made the mistake of like dicking around in the menu, and to put a pin on it, I fucked with the resolution because it's round robin. You know how many clicks it takes to get back to 2160p? 38! That's how many.
Excellent.
38. And these are not regular clicks. These are little fucky clicks because the screen's resizing and it's jumping around. You might say, Ben, if you were a clever man, you would just hold down right or the D button, which I tried, which it would occasionally cause it to like jump down into like language. So it would randomly be in Hebrew. I'm like, back up and come back up. Then it would be in some third language that I didn't even recognize. But, yeah, outside of that, it held 60 at 2160p. There's not much to it. Take a look at it. Things moved when I told it to. But let's get down to the fun, because I did a little bit of research. This game started its life as part of a 46. And, you know, in fact, the prototype's still available. There'll be a link in the show notes if you want to play it. And I got to be honest, I really like the art style of the original prototype. It was more of a hand-drawn aesthetic. That's what you got. But, you know, once you get into the game proper, like into it, things settle down. You move up, you move down, you move left, you move right, you move up, you move down, maybe? Yes, possibly. Using your propeller, like Jordan said, you know, that mixes your movement in that direction. It's one of those, like, it's wickedly simple, but oh, can you get in some trouble with this? Absolutely. Like Steven's sausage roll. Get ready to hear that a few more times this evening. This is one of those fucking games that looks simple, but shows you who is in charge, like in the first 30 minutes, man, because like even on the second puzzle in this game, I had my legitimate verbal, oh, it's going to be like that moment, because I kind of like it when a game's more clever than I am. That's not saying a lot, but I like those feels when I'm trying to outthink something. Now, unfortunately, again, if you're watching the video, I got to say, presentation, it counts as something. It has to, man. And everything from the menus to the camera movement, like going out of bounds and just screams unfinished. And it's got some bugs too. You know, I got stuck twice in like the second elevator area of stages because my flying machine just fucked off and bottomed out and I couldn't get in the tubes. Yeah, that happened. Now, you have a good concept with this game. It's kind of brilliant. It's deceitfully a pain in the ass game, and I love that. You got the working mechanics for it in place. Good idea. Really good idea. What you don't have is a finished product that passes the sniff test at $24.99. I'm just going to be honest with you. I mean, you can't sell a game on mechanics alone, man. You can't. But I'm going to say this, though, man. I genuinely am, because if you really, really like mind-scratching puzzle nonsense, Really Bad Flying Machines has it. But you need to be painfully aware that only the absolute bare minimum has been applied to make this function as a game. It's like, just get to the puzzles. That's pretty much it. Once you're in the game, once you understand it, there's no explanation, not really needed, but you can math it out. But like the menus, and it's just like, ooh, I don't know. This was put here begrudgingly. Now play the game. But yeah, I'm not going to say completely avoid it, but that's a tough sell, especially at that price with the level of polish that it currently has.
Yeah, on Fedora 32 64-bit with the 6700K GTX 1080 Ti, yeah, it launches, holds 60 at UHD. DualShock works fine, so does WASD. The firing, I think, takes a little bit of getting used to because you got to like hit the arrow and the shoot button at the same time, but that's about all it took. Fun wise, yeah, I mean, like Ven said, the most obvious comparison here is Steven's Sausage Roll, because it's a puzzle game with crappy visuals and an oddly high price. And yeah, it can be a damn brain tickler. The puzzles are quite tricksy. I like that there's also, like, I'm seeing how Pedro solved some of the puzzles. I did something completely different, so I like the idea that there are multiple ways to attack this. But that's kind of a weakness of the game as well, because it's very finicky and you can cheese your way through a couple things. And sometimes it's like, wait, did they expect me to do this? Or is this just the framework allows it and so the game doesn't care? And especially like in this one, when you're dicking around like with the various heights and whatnot, yeah, it's real tricky. Really, because it's like not finished, right? There's a lot of like quality control that is not present, and maybe that's part of the charm. I don't know. But like the puzzles like progress in difficulty. They keep adding new elements, so it definitely keeps things fresh. You can advance without having to complete all of the puzzles on a level, which is good because if you get stuck, you could try some other stuff. And each level, they try to introduce one or two new mechanisms for you to use and to like work around the limitations of your movement. Yeah, but like Ven said, definitely like your little plane can fuck off. I wish that this game had just a reset level button, like without having to go into the menu.
Dude, yes, I forgot to bring that up. Thank you.
That is something that this game desperately needs, because you can fuck yourself so easily, and it's not like
instantaneously, right out of the gate.
And it's not like Steven's Sausage Roll where like they give you the undo feature, so you can like kind of brute force it. No, you gotta go from the beginning and go through all the stuff again. It can get really annoying at times as you're trying to come to that solution. Yeah, but I mean, if hard puzzles is what you're after and you're willing to pay $25 for it, this is the game for you. But I feel there are a lot of people who expect a level of polish, who want something a little bit more from this game.
Would you think it's fair to say, I'm definitely not harping on the price, but at that price point, when you just saw the menu and you're like, no, this is going back.
Yeah, it's definitely one of those things where it's trying to rest on the laurels of like, yeah, this is a fucking hard puzzle game. You're paying for the hard puzzles, but it's not, like you said, it's not done. This is clearly a work in progress. I don't know. I had some other point, but I forget about it, or I forgot what it was right now. Whatever, I'll think of it later. I give it 2 cheers.
Yeah, over here on KDE Neon with the GTX 1080 and the Ryzen 7 3700X, you can see the little FERPS counter on the bottom because I forgot to turn it off. It holds 144 at 2560 by 1440. There's a definite lack of sound, like jarringly so. You always expect video games to have at least a little bit of sound going for it, and this one does not. WASD and the directional arrows on the keyboard were both mapped out of the box, so no chairs linked for that. If there was a way to turn the camera, I couldn't see it. I never found it.
That would have been nice.
Yeah. It was like turning the camera, zooming out so you could see everything at once. Staples of puzzle games like Steven's Sausage Roll did very well, because you could always see everything in a puzzle at one point. That's like the thing with puzzle games. Give everyone all of the ammunition so they can shoot themselves in the foot. But no, for the fun, it's there's definitely a prototype of a very good puzzle game here. There absolutely is, but it's not quite there. It's not being able to rotate or even zoom the camera to see everything at once isn't helping, and it kind of all boils down to, okay, so where are the diagonal blocks and how can I hit them? Like, how many of my bits do I need to sacrifice to still be able to hit them? And yeah, it does a very good job of slapping your brain across the occipital lobe and just calling you an idiot, but it's missing something. Sound, at least, because outside of the odd clink every now and then, you don't really hear anything. It doesn't help. I'll give it 3 chairs because yes, the puzzles are very good. but the lack of sound and the lack of
Oh, come on, Pedro. I can audibly hear you through this video going, oh, come on.
Okay. I want to bring up the propellers, though, because it took me a minute. Like, I shot the one propeller, and I expected, like, yeah, you shoot the right propeller, and like you lose the left propeller, right? Because that's how propellers work. No, these are suction propellers. They're like magnets. They pull you.
That's the thing. That might be part of the mechanics. I mean, the game it really set it for me when you had to shoot off two propellers to get through. After I'd spent like 5 minutes, trying to get through everything. I'm like, all right, it's like that then. Okay. I got it. So that is a review of a terribly, really bad flying machine.
Indeed. Coming up next, we talk about the most anticipated console release of this year, the Atari VCS.
That was an old ass video that they left a comment on too.
There we go.
Solaris was that like fan Zelda game we covered forever ago. And the only reason I remember that is because when I'm searching images for the Solus logo back when Pedro was on Solus, SOL would bring up the image for that Legend of Zelda thing as Solaris. And I'm like, oh yeah. It's like when I search like for the Fedora logo, I type Fed and we got the like Last Federation one, and I'm like, man, that takes me back. Hail Hydra.
You know, Amazon, if you ask me, it's like, hey man, could you answer this question and you follow that by, here's some money? I might. Do you ever get those in Canada?
Oh, the emails where it's like, someone asked this question. I turn those off.
I guess every now and then, because sometimes I'll see one, I'm like, oh, that'll fuck somebody up right there. Hang on, let me. I do that. I'm the same way with surveys, man. Like, don't ask me to take a survey. It's not gonna happen.
I took one survey like IRL where someone grabbed me off the shit. Like, oh, excuse me, are you a smoker? And yes, I was at the time. Can you answer, like, we just need to ask you a couple of questions. We're doing like a market study. We'll give you like this bag of swag. It's like, all right.
I was walking around in Helsinki, and there's like, hey, I want to talk to you about getting an interview. If you could ask me one question, what would it be? Do I have to keep talking to you?
Yes.
And then I just walk past them.
If you're gonna do it right. Patreon every now and then will be like, hey, we'd like to take a little survey. We'll give you a $50 Amazon gift card. Which I'm like, no, but at least you offered something, you know?
It's like $50 on Amazon will get you a lot.
I'm sure that gets plenty of surveys for them, you know? Yeah, random people with a $50 coupon. On a system, and they get fucked. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
no, if
$70
I'm going on
off $1,000. I'm like, yeah, I don't know how that works out.
Apparently,
yeah,
my
it's
gym membership
credit
comes
for
with
using
like,
our store.
apparently, my gym membership comes with like a $200 coupon for a Lenovo. I'm like, maybe. $200
Those
off a
new
ThinkPad.
Ryzen 4000 laptops are pretty good.
I don't know. I still got another couple of years left on my Ryzen laptop before I'm looking at replacing it.
But $200 off.
$200 off of a computer I don't need that I could spend $0 on.
$200 off a Pine Book, you'd only pay for shipping.
Those
Which
good
I
old
got the
Lenovo
thing.
Pinebooks.
What? Oh, I saw somebody already has Chrome OS running on a Pinebook. I just want to watch that tragedy. But what's the warranty on the Pinebook? It's something ludicrously low, isn't it? It's like 90 days.
Yeah.
Ah.
So, yeah, 3 months, I think.
Yeah. Cool. That's faith.
That's fine. I already got use of my warranty. Because it's like, yo, I ordered the NVMe thing. You didn't send the cable. And for the power supply, you sent 2 US plugs and nothing else.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we'll send you both of those. Like, all right, okay.
Yeah, Canada has buyer protection stuff.
Quebec has like some serious consumer protection stuff. Lenovo got screwed because they missed they had like a laptop that normally retails for like over $1,000. It was like on sale for $200. And I bought one, a bunch of people bought one, and Lenovo's like, yeah, we canceled your orders except in Quebec, where because we actually listed it at that price, we have to give you the product.
Le yoink.
Yoink.
Dude, I saw that there's some like they remade a Quebec version of some procedural crime drama that has like comedy in it, like almost shot for shot, but they just did it in French.
That doesn't surprise me.
It was pretty fucking like wow. Okay.
Yeah, dubs are a thing.
Oh no, this is a new cast.
Oh,
Yeah.
completely okay.
It was something like Precinct 77 or something like that.
It's like the telenovela version of Breaking Bad.
It
Walter
was-
Blanco.
Like the way they shot it and structured, like, no, this is taking place. It was set up like it was in Boston or something like that, but it was all in French. I was like, no, this is bizarre, man. I liked it. I wouldn't watch it, but yeah.
There was a Portuguese soap opera series thing that did that.
A Pope opera?
You know, Commissar. No, there was a really popular German show, Kommissar Rex, which is about, you know, Rex, who is a German shepherd and it's a police dog. And they made a Portuguese version of that, and it was so bad. The acting was so bad.
This is the worst sequel to Inspector Gadget I've ever seen. Inspector Rex. He's got like tiny arms instead of like extending telescopic arms.
This is the one I like that I saw earlier.
Oh yeah, that one.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Like, at least paint them, right?
Right. Hey man, Indian TV budgets are not that high. Oh man, like it's always fun to like watch or listen to like the prop departments like break down what goes into these props. It's like, yeah, we just found these things and we glued them together and it looks the part.
Yeah.
So
Bash kits, man.
Yep. The ones for The Expanse was interesting because they were talking about like how to do all the like the lighting effects so that like the tablets look sufficiently futuristic, and like the solution they found is like, this is great because like these things are cheap and we can just buy 100 of them and now we have a bunch of these props.
I saw Adam Savage was talking about his bride sword from Kill Bill, and like how he got lucky and tracked down, like he commissioned some dude in Canada. Then he like went and found the because they got real strict regulations in Japan on like legit katanas and shit like that.
Yeah, you have to be like a collector and like,
No, they can only make so many a year. But people want to practice with like properly weighted ones, so they make, and they're just not made out of steel. They're like some zinc alloy and shit. And this dude tracked down like the company that made that for practicing and found like the regular thing. So
nice.
they were like, yeah, of course because they could order 100 of them for the movie. And they're like, oh, that one's fucked up. Let's take another one.
Yeah, North Ranger, it's a Torre, Hanzo.
Yeah.
Hattori Hanzo.
A Torre, eh?
Eh?
Eh, buddy.
That's what we need. We need a South Parkified Kill Bill.
We need the Terrence and Phillip Kill Bill. Kill Phil.
I'd watch that if it was a 10-minute short.
Asses of fire. I love that too. It's like, leave it on a cliffhanger. Like, the conclusion to last week's cliffhanger will not be shown tonight. Terrence and Phillip, asses of fire.
I'll be right back.
Clank. Nothing entertaining at all to creep on in his background. That's a damn shame.
No.
We're about to ask a very, very pressing question to one Pedro Mateus.
Yes,
Do you recycle?
I do. That was glass on glass that you heard clinking.
It was either that or alcoholism. Advanced stage.
Well, it's that stage of alcoholism where like you hope that you can buy more booze with like the empties, but you can't. You're like 10 cents, 5 cents, 3 cents, almost enough for a 6-pack.
Aw. All right. Let's close it down.
The GNU champagne chugger.
Click and clack hate mail coming in. 3, 2.
We had a really bad flying machine, and well, it wasn't a terrible podcast, if I do say so myself.
Listen, man, after you shut off your little penis propellers, you couldn't move. Don't even think about it,
In that
Shudder.
particular direction, I can still back up a little bit.
I'm trying to not think about it. Holy shit.
But yes, chances are during the podcast we said something that annoyed you greatly, either because we got it right or we got it really wrong. So why don't you go to linuxgamecast.com?
What if we got
hit the
something so
contact
incredibly wrong you started agreeing with us?
What if we said something so non-controversial that you have nothing to respond to us with?
You can still go to linuxgamecast.com and hit the contact button and just shout general profanities in our direction. Make sure LGC Weekly is the show that you're sending your hate mail to. Otherwise, it might be some feedback for that Wednesday show, what myself, Jill, and Ven present to you on a weekly basis.
Sure. That sounds like
They
a
call it the
ringing
present because it's a
endorsement now,
gift.
right?
A gift that you want to return and hope you have a gift receipt for.
Dude, this is like we haven't heard any more about getting it, but this is most definitely a gift that one person on, this is from Linux Lover _84. Let's see if I can pick in this a little bit. I'm going to cut through this. Good job. What were we talking about, Pedro? The Atari VCS, obviously.
The VCS,
We were talking about that box showing up on
few-
Twitter, and like, hey, look, there's the
Yeah,
box.
it was a few weeks ago, too. That person replied to an old show.
A few weeks ago. No, if it was like 2013, that would be an old show.
I mean, we had McDroid updates last
did,
week,
right?
so who knows?
Blast from the past, man.
Time is compressing. It's like the end of Final Fantasy VIII. It's
Dude.
time compression.
They're right. If the Atari VCS actually comes out at the end of the year, it would probably be around the same performance, if not more than a DFI you discussed. Pedro, did you discuss whatever a DFI is?
DFI? I don't know
Damn
what a
fine
DFI
internet.
is.
All right. At least comparing the closest to the DFI GHF.
Oh, it's the Ryzen. Okay.
okay.
Yes.
All right. Very
The
the
Ryzen
hardware.
SoC thingy. Yeah, the Raspberry Pi Ryzen thing. Yeah.
The
Get diffy with
VCS
it.
will supposedly be using the R1606G, hopefully for both the 4 and 8 gig variants. Yeah, I don't think they're going to vary. I mean, they might have memory variants, but not chip variants. I've done quite a bit of reading on the specs and the VCS, DFI sucks. The base VCS is not a bad deal for a basic HTPC if you can use it as such. Light gaming and Steambox. Now we're dreaming a little bit. 250 and 280. but it all depends on the level of design optimization. You got to optimize some graphics, baby. Tighten up the controls.
Yeah.
That's alchemy. I don't know if they can pull it off, BC, of their disastrous and disingenuous approach to the product, but that's another story.
What are you talking about? It's not like they diverted funds to start a hotel or anything. Oh, wait.
Hey man, I'm all on board if like the VCS is like a decent little set-top box.
Pedro, you're the problem with Linux hoteling.
If I don't even know where to go with that, man. There's so many places. No, but yeah, like I'm on board if it's like an okay set-top box. It might be like if it can edge out like a Nook in terms of like performance, then I think like the people aren't going to be buying it for the actual like VCS product. They're going to be buying it because like it's a cheap system. It's like what people were saying, like, oh, if we can get Linux running on a PlayStation 4, that's an all right little cheap Linux box, right? Like I don't know. I'm seeing it something
right up to
similar
the
like
point
that.
until you pull it like a Raspberry 4.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
I mean, you need the
Yeah, this is
212
the
YOLO
form
Mini.
factor we're talking about. This is what the that Ryzen SoC runs off of.
Listen, man, you crack the VCS open, there's some duct tape in there. You know where I'm going with that.
No, it's a CPU made entirely out of wood paneling.
Dude.
But yeah, it's okay. That Ryzen SoC, it does outperform at least the moment you throw like Box 86 on a Raspberry Pi 4. The performance is not great. So yes, in x86 applications, that Ryzen SoC will certainly outperform the Raspberry Pi. And the graphics chip in it is an AMD Vega 2, I think. But yeah, it is, as long as the memory is properly set up and they're actually doing a good job of it, it could, in theory, maybe decode 4K video.
I cautiously I was floored and flabbergasted that someone on Twitter posted pictures of the box. So
The actual box with the thing and the joystick and the controller.
Yeah, but it's what's inside the box we care about. I don't care if it's Ben or Brad Pitt's wife's head. I don't care if it's a badass Ryzen SoC. I want good performance out of it.
at that price point, that's ultimately, I hope everyone at least gets what they paid for. And it's a better love story than the Smash Z. I actually visited that subreddit yesterday out of morbid curiosity. They've given up. It's just dead now. Like even the people that were like, no, guys, don't worry. After COVID, it's really coming out. And they're gone.
Yeah, COVID's not going anywhere.
Oh, man.
The Smash Zero, the Smash Zero is the new COVID infection vector. That's what they're getting at.
On that rainbow sunshine bombshell.
Peanut rainbow.
Peanut rainbows, baby. Cue the music. You can always find us around 9, 8:30 because time compression. Damn. Eastern Standard Moon Time. That's where we go live. Hour beforehand. If you're a party patron, hop in Discord. Or if you're an executive producer, man, we give you a custom link to a live video if you want to watch that. Don't know why, but we're there. Get in touch with me. I'm at Vinstone on Twitter or just at Vin on mast.linuxgamecast.com.
I am all about legumes and light spectrums. If you want to tweet at me about that, I'm Jordan Svung. You can find me at The Burning Fool on Twitter. Yeah.
And I am Pedro Mateos. You can find me... Well, lately you can find me far more easily.
Wait a minute, Pedro. I want you to do that again.
Take two.
No, yeah. Were you looking off to the side and you're waiting? You're like, doop, doop, doop.
Yes, I was waiting.
I saw that. Pedro turns to the camera and is like, you can find me. It's too late now. The moment's over. My heart's broke.
You can find me where you find yourself.
You can actually find me much more easily in Soapbox Race World. I'm also at unaccounted
Just ask
for.
Nori.
Yeah, and outside of that, just Twitter. Twitter.com/unaccounted for. That's FOUR because someone already had the number 4.
It's actually really easy to get in touch with Nori because all you have to do is leave notes in the show notes, and she clearly reads them and like vandalizes them. So, what does Thunderstorm taste like?
Pigeon.
Ground up
Got a bit
blended
of
pigeon,
spice.
pureed pigeon.
Ride the pigeon.
Ride the pigeon, you can see it's no. We gotta thank our executive producers: Arthur and Empty, Atomic Ass, Mike G, Barb Brandt, Aldius Mac Geek, Scoots, Frosty Claw, drummers, Mr. Fox Dog, the only Tiki, and our regular producers like Dave S, Smashley G, Michael, Igal, Jolly, Topical Guy S, Matthew, Max, Yabo, Stony Fish, Cresy Che, Mr. Alert, Brad S, Massivoni, Dan W, Nevin, Luke W, Matt C, Mike W, Christopher C, Frazo, Aldius, Colsta, Dirty Dean, Grayson, Jack, Todd, Rittaker, Bitty Jack, Massivoni, Nicole. I can't read this tiny text anymore.
I wanted you to hyperventilate and
Cactus?
possibly pass out. Damn it. Fine. Shameless plugs. Got my hopes up there for a
Romeo's
minute.
Vicious, Captain Zero, and of
Shell
course,
on Nixon.
Senpai.
Power
Nixon's power.
If you
Power
need to
pyramid?
remote
Power
if you don't
pigeons.
need if you need to remote manage your Richard Nixon under Linux, PowerShell on Nixon.
Go power pigeons.
Go power pigeons.
Oh my god, where are you eating them? Oh, there's blood everywhere and feathers.
Starring Richard Nixon.
It's a delicacy in Portugal.
Delicacy doesn't mean anything. That just means like people eat this because they don't have a better option, and so
Well-
they claim it's good.
Well, right. They're like, no, this is delicacy.
Yes, that is what I meant.
Goddamn, son. Sometimes you need an instruction manual. Hey, we made it.
Hey,
I mean, I don't hate it, but it's not my favorite dish or anything.
You don't go out of your way to like
No.
snatch pigeons off the street. You're like, you're coming home with me, little buddy. Oh, that's sweet to eat. Let's see. In closing, we have a me down by the river.
Ven down by the river.
Nori is an elite hacker.
Jack Jesus.
Jack Jesus. Old school evil. Peanuts and Rambos. I'm gonna give that one. Get back in the race. All right. Kirby with a knife. Curb
I'll
your
give a-
knife enthusiasm.
I'll give library shaming about
What did
Right.
you can?
ride the pigeon. It's basically like the end of Taste You Like Yogurt, right? You gotta ride the
Right.
pigeon. Can't even front. You know, the girl I really wanna taste you. So yeah, apparently Fula Borg's gonna be in the Suicide Squad.
I was going to say, Turquoise Jeep do not have the broadcast rights for Taste You Like Yogurt. It's, what's his name?
It's Flawless?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I went looking into it because I was getting ready to spend some cash. I'm like, that'd be a good theme song.
Yeah, Flula is pretty big.
So we won't be having it, unfortunately. Oh, I thought that was a fish. Same thing. Feathery fish. Smooth.
I didn't pay for the smooth oil. I paid for the effective oil.
Tastes better when it hurts. Yeah, I've never had. I thought about getting a Raven, but that every teenage boy does at some point.
Well, I mean, it's like carrier pigeons don't work the way you think they do. They gotta. You basically have to get one from the place it's going to. It's not like ravens in Game of Thrones where they're smart enough to figure it out.
Yeah,
What-
there's so many crows around here. Like big ones too. They come up to my knee.
You'll get any
Listen, we-
ideas.
We gotta get back on like the TCP over carrier pigeon via SD cards, man. The bandwidth is fantastic. The latency's a bitch, though.
You leave Starlink out of this. I'm curious to see what they end up getting. I mean, the latency with like a fraction of the satellites has already impressed me. I'm like, ooh. How do you do a three-way handshake? How do you three-way
Carefully.
handshake a bird?
You do Sin, Ak, and Sinak.
Okay, first you're gonna need a motel with one of those beds. Okay, this is step one. This is the tricky part, though. Well, you know, it used to be never underestimate the bandwidth of a station wagon filled with backup tapes, but now...
Shipping containers of SD cards, yeah. That's some good bandwidth.
Did you see the researchers? There was a news article, it might have been yesterday. They published a paper on it. It was something ludicrous bandwidth that they've achieved using fiber. It was like 192 terabytes.
That's pretty good. Can I get that as a residential connection?
They were saying it's going to be cheaper to implement their system as repeaters, but yeah. Imagine 192 terabytes. I mean, you say that and it doesn't sound real, but I think about how many times I've said some shit and like that, and there you fucking are. Like, huh. Okay. You can open a taco. No, they lock him for a reason, motherfucker.
I mean, all you need is a bolt cutter.
Go buy it like a normal person. Breaking into taco trucks. We've had this conversation.
They make the tacos on the spot. They're not already made.
Dude, I'd be that person who's sitting in the back of the taco truck, just like rolling up the corn tortillas and eating them.
The next morning, too. You're like,
Yeah, I was like, did you never leave the truck? I didn't.
No. It was never an option.
Oh man, I miss LA Mexican food. It's so good.
I'm gonna light up the after show box. I think we'll play some tanks tonight. A couple rounds of Brad.
Tanks for nothing.
Yeah. See, if I close this browser, I'll have a need for it later. So if I keep it open...
You'll never use it.
Right.
Speaking of browser windows, I don't need these Chrome windows anymore. I don't care if y'all see my face or not. Don't look at me!
No,
I'm hideous.
I'm beautiful.
I'm so beautiful. Oh man, this lighting really accentuates my unibrow. I gotta give that a shave. This is what quarantine has done. It's like, I don't care about like being presentable anymore. Cause
Hey, it did it. I was you had me worried. This is a headless box, like not plugged into anything. Now it's going over NDI, so it's like double fuck you. I'm like, well, it's just not going to work tonight, kids. All right. I'll be in the after shows in just a second. Bye bye, live.
Oh, MuckDroid had another update.
Yeah,
It was only like 50 megs.
Oh, on top of the 400 one they pushed out.
Yeah.
Foreign Meg update's light for Unity though, so
One of these, there, that one's just all right. That's guessed. I got them labeled correctly. Does it ever catch you like when you do something right? You're like, wait, what? When did I do that
it's
correctly?
like, hold on, I didn't take a shortcut there. Shit. All right.
What is it? Control. What is full screen on this? Oh no, it's down here in the corner, isn't it? Yeah, it is. I can just.
Usually like F11 is full screen.
Yeah, on Discord, you gotta enable developer mode, then.
Yeah, exactly.
Sure.
Baby, come back.
Yeah, who's tried to get us like copyright strikes? I'm curious. Who was that? Oh, it's no Bijous.
It was Player, actually.
It was what?
The band Player.
I don't know.
That's who sings "Baby Come Back."
Consider that a warning.
Warning to who?
Whoever fucking plays it again because I'll nuke your ass from orbit. I won't think twice about it.
To the band Player from the 70s, I guess.
Oh, was someone playing music or something, were they?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, we're just having a random, unrelated conversation.
Well, look, I was just trying to work out how the mic cord got wrapped around a SATA cable in my tower. So I kind
How
of missed
did
it.
that happen?
You know, it probably
Goddamn
it
idea.
probably has something. It's probably closely related to having a mic cord inside of your fucking tower.
What?
Yeah.
Why are the SATA cords outside your tower?
They're not. They're inside.
So
Are they
what's-
escaping? Is your desktop John Carpenter's The Thing? It's like growing tentacles that are
certainly looks
SATA
like it.
cables.
His SATA cables are like the Borg implant things.
Borg implant things.
Oh man. So okay,
Oh,
so
no. Work with me here.
I'm 3 episodes into Lower Decks, and I'm like, no, they fucked up.
Oh, really?
They could have had a good show. There's like it. The funny bits are when they poke fun at Star Trek tropes. Like there's a fight scene where the guy is just like using his 2 fists like this, and that's fucking hilarious because that's how they fight in Star Trek. But all the actual like joke comedy does not work at all. They don't understand what it takes to make like a Star Trek series like funny and entertaining.
I had heard that somebody commenting that they were like referencing and like, you know, hitting like, why would you do this in Star Trek? You know, the whole thing. But yeah, I've not watched any of it yet. So
They also have like they also like take these really weird sidetracks to just like, hey, remember this other thing in Star Trek? Like the last episode ends like, and now we're gonna talk about the most important person in Federation history, Chief Miles O'Brien. I'm like, there's no point to this joke.
abstraction, this is put on YouTube as the live and uncut. So yeah.
Unless you want to talk about O'Brien in Engineering, which is a fantastic comic.
I didn't even know that exists.
It's basically just a comic where everyone shits on Chief O'Brien, and it's hilarious.
Well, that's just a regular Star Trek episode.
Right, but it's just like, I mean, yeah. What was the Deep Space motto? Deep Space Mine motto? O'Brien must suffer. That's what they had in the writers' room. If you don't know what to do something shitty to Miles O'Brien. Yeah. I don't know.
So do you have to actually know your Star Trek to actually get anything out of this new series? or-
Not really. Like it's weird because it definitely like they have the visual language of Star Trek down, and
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
there I don't know, watching it, there's room in there for a good show, but they're just not making the decisions that would make it like good.
Right.
Yeah, that was my feeling from the pilot. I haven't seen the rest of the episodes yet. And
I'm
that was my feeling.
I'm determined to give it a shot because what I would like to see like more good quality adult animation. There's this trend now where like if it's an adult animated show, it has to look cheap and bad. And I think that's a bad thing. If you look at like a lot of successful good adult animated shows like the Venture Brothers, like Archer, those all have like good animation now. Like they started off
Yeah.
crappy, and then the animation got like legitimately good. And there's like choreography and like blocking, and
That's directing, but like with the animation, you're definitely going to start off bad because you're not dumping a fuckload of money into something.
Right. But like the visual style that it has been, it's pretty consistent. If you look at like any sort of adult animated series that gets announced, they all kind of look the same. It's all that like really cheap Cal art style.
BoJack Horseman.
No, BoJack is good. Like it's stylistic.
Yeah, BoJack was actually good. Yeah.
I'm thinking more like
That's code
stuff
for
like
I like that one. Shut up.
Yeah.
no, like I like Final Space, but it has that same crappy animation in it. It has that style that I'm not a fan of. That like hyper cartoony cheap look. And I think it does a disservice. Like compared to something like the Black Dynamite cartoon, which
it
basically looks like an episode of the
effectively just boils
Boondocks.
down to like opinion, man. Like I couldn't watch the Batman Samurai shit because I cannot. To me, that looks like some janky, bad, cheap animation. Because it is.
It was some janky, cheap, bad animation. I couldn't make it to the end of Batman Samurai.
Oh, you couldn't because you gave me a severe talking to.
It was
that.
Well, the animation, I didn't have a problem with it. The story is awful.
Well, name one Batman story in the recent 10 years that's actually been good.
Arkham Knight video game.
Yeah, pretty decent.
Dark Knight,
That's
Metal,
Dark
the comic series.
There's a
I
new
can-
one? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I can point to a lot of like good Batman comics over the
Keep
past
going.
10 years.
All right, yeah, okay.
Animated
All right.
though.
The comics, yeah. Comics are going to stay. as they are,
Animated.
sure, but-
Under the Red Hood, solid animated movie. Court of Owls was all right.
I think the Court of Owls was passable. I'll give you that.
Yeah. I was not a fan of what was it, the Killing Joke? I did not like that one. don't
I
think
got
they
like
did that
15 minutes into that. I'm like, what? That was the one that was rated R, right?
one. Yeah, that was the one that was rated
Yeah.
R.
That even got they got like the sympathy. Like, all right, let's go check this
Yeah.
out. I haven't watched
Yeah.
animated Batman since the original run on TV.
The Harley Quinn. I love the Batman in the Harley Quinn animated show. He's so good.
See that's a comedy take on an older property done right.
Exactly. And they're willing, like, they just like straight up fucking kill off people. Like they don't give a shit. It's great.
That Harley Quinn sells you in the first. Again, I have said it, and I'll keep saying it. The first 10 seconds.
Yeah,
the first episode.
It sets the tone, and it's just like
Yeah.
bam, 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 bam. It's consistently good. It has a couple missteps, but like nothing's fucking perfect, right? It
Oh, yeah,
keeps that
absolutely.
consistent level of quality. So yeah, there's good shit you can do with it, but like
Yeah, all right. Fair enough. Fair enough. I stand corrected.
Batman has to like talk to Damien about sex. It's hilarious.
Alan, how are you doing? Is it finally cool enough to cut on your computer? Because that was a weird statement.
Yeah, things have cooled down enough.
How hot is it
Like
in
too hot in your
California?
house?
Too hot for the computer.
It was 97 degrees Fahrenheit up here today.
In like
It's
real
three.
units though?
Oh my.
Jeez. Oh, that's
Not even-
33 or something like that.
Seriously, buy like a box fan for $15 from
Yeah.
It was like
Home Depot.
why it's like 36.
It was about 26 Celsius today here.
Yeah.
Oh,
Up
so-
here, it's so smoky you can't see more than 150 meters.
Put all your cheese outside.
Well, it was like 36 indoors here because we don't have
Ugh.
roof insulation.
Oh, poor Alan.
I'm not sure if house siding makes the best smoking material for cheese.
It puts hair on your chest.
It puts hair on your cheese, that's for certain.
Scott, what if it's some cheese you don't like?
Fair. If you want to give it to someone you don't like, then you can.
No,
make
I'm
it
not giving it
extra.
to anybody. I'm punishing this cheese. I'm teaching it a lesson. That's the only way
Punish the
cheese learns, man.
cheese.
It's a bad cheese, man.
You ever just try to sit and have a talk with cheese? It doesn't listen. It doesn't pay you any attention.
I don't bother talking with
Don't
cheese. I
give
just eat
Ben
it.
any brie.
It's great when you chop it up.
Squeaky cheese.
You know what to say about squeaky wheel, right?
Yeah.
It gets the cheese.
It gets the cheese.
Cheese wheel.
Get a knife.
I don't
I'm
have
not
one
making
here.
that joke.
What? You want me to cut the cheese?
I don't know.
No. No. I'm good.
I cut the
Smells
cheese
enough,
earlier.
bad enough as it is.
Some people can't
Linux
unhinge their
Gamecast
jaw.
without any cheese, and we have nothing left.
Also,
Hi, Weekly
I'm-
Planet.
also that reminds me, I'm out of cheese too. Fuck.
Yeah, I used the last of mine earlier today.
So you're out of dairy in general.
No, it's going to be great.
No,
He's going to show up at the market. He's going to like plop down some butter, plop down some cheese. Like, don't ask.
I
There's
got
a funny,
Instruction, thank you very much for the patronage.
Yay!
I actually did buy milk. I bought milk and eggs today and some steak. That's my dinner after this.
But you don't have any walking around butter. How can you function?
And, it's a struggle, but I make it through the day. I do it for you.
Oh, okay.
There was a funny tweet. Megan Fox, who is a game programmer, wrote the latest one, Skatebird.
Skatebird?
Yeah,
Skatebird.
and a while ago she was looking through her Twitter analytics, and she's like, "Man, this Twitter analytics is so awful. Like, it says that y'all like cheeses," and I'm like, "Well, I mean, I have some Danish blue in my fridge over there." And she had a bunch of replies, and she's like, "Oh my god, y'all like cheese."
Dude, cheese is great. I love cheese.
Yeah, I
trust
love
it.
cheese. I don't like
Yeah,
blue cheese.
they sell like a mix of camembert and gorgonzola in Tesco's. That's really good. It has no business
Silver
being
was
that
here
good,
to
but
tell you
it's
you're a
really
peasant.
good.
So like they in Ontario grocery stores, they sell these like little wheels of cheese that are like herb cheese or like ginger cheese. They're really good, but they're fucking expensive.
Yeah,
I end up just
yeah.
eating an entire wheel of cheese at once because I have no impulse control.
It sounds like
Fine.
it would go good with like some roasted pigeon, man.
No, man.
Oh,
Honestly, it would.
stuffed pigeon.
Honestly, it's real good. It would probably improve the roasted pigeon substantially.
Let me see if I can get this loaded up.
That's right. Unity screen of nope.
Which is handy, believe it or not.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
When you're streaming shit,
Absolutely.
you're like, hey, I like that.
Strider has been subsisting entirely on Cheese Whiz for the past 2
Aw.
years.
Yeah, I love that you guys were always complaining about the Unity screen and Nope, and then as soon as 2019.3 came out and a bunch of games started to ship with nothing, you're like,
No, that's fantastic. It's good for streaming, Scott. Pay attention.
Holy
Aw.
fuck, that's a lot of things on there.
I love the sharp cheeses like the Dubliner and the Old English cheddars and Wensleydale. And
Wensleydale?
I
Now,
love
Scott,
Wensleydale.
if I'm not mistaken, I think developers had more of a hissy cry fit over not being able
Yeah, they
to
did.
dump that screen up
Yeah.
for everyone.
especially one thing that
Well, we have to implement
One thing
our
I heard-
options in the game.
well, one of the problems is they kind of did it without any without really any warning. It was like when 2018.4 came out, they didn't really say anything that 2019.4 was going to have it missing. Then you had some people with the game jams who just want a quick screen and they don't want to do that. So that's one thing. But the really annoying one is that it's also the rebind manager for their input system. So in one of the games I've worked for, it ended up that we upgraded 2019.3, had to remove that screen. They don't provide any other option to rebind the legacy inputs. You'd have to kind of do that at your hooks inside the game, and of course, if you don't plan ahead, then it's all over the place.
But that input mapper is so useless. Like, it doesn't mean anything.
Well, you say that, but we had a bunch of motherboards coming in from people in foreign nations that have keyboards where W and S keys were on opposite sides of the keyboard. So they're trying to play the game where forward and back is not anywhere near each other. And they would actually use that screen to rebind it. And all they have to say is like, sorry, use auto hotkey. We don't have any other, solution for that, apart from going through the code and cleaning up everything.
That actually raises an interesting point. Like, yeah, there's no guarantee that like WASD exists on your keyboard. Is there a good way to
Especially
kind
if
of
you
like
have an AZERTY keyboard like in France.
yeah, like is there like a good way to manage it, like track position on the keyboard rather than the specific key themselves?
Yeah, I think like with certain APIs, the key codes do correspond to position rather than the letters or whatever are on the keys.
Or like I'm
There is
thinking
one
like even if
theoretical solution,
or if
yeah.
you're using like a Dvorak layout, right? Like WASD does not exist, but there should still be like a way to easily like correspond that based on keyboard position. Oh.
WASD is myth, not real.
Yeah,
Ultra mega WASD.
Only
see
myth.
if the SDL key codes are like that or not.
I don't remember the talk that Achilles gave, but I do remember him mentioning like alternative keyboard layouts. Maybe it does.
I am online, aren't I?
I mean, if you're a video game and you had the foresight, you would have a series of internal actions, and then you'd bind the inputs, events, whether they be gamepad or keyboard or mouse, to those.
What is the self-developing video game you're talking about?
Yeah.
And what is this foresight you're talking about?
Not self-developing. No, like if you have a.
If I'm, you said if I'm a video game.
I am a video game. I have to be.
If you're a video game developer.
All right, if you want to hop in, go ahead and get ready, because I'm getting ready to start this up.
Hello, William 4000.
I do remember Unity at one point wanting to implement SDL, and apparently, according to Natasha Board, they ran into a wall.
Well, I mean, their other alternative is like, yeah, we have a bunch of raw X code in here, like. Well, that's the first problem there.
Yeah.
You decided to interface directly with X instead of using one of the million other libraries that solve that problem.
Yeah, I can't ready up, otherwise the game will kick you in 30 seconds, Ven.
There we go.
Are you happy, monster?
No, I am not.
If it makes you happy.
Deathmatch.
Who the fuck's William 4000?
Yeah, I was.
He's on our friends list.
That's why I told him. Welcome. Okay, so we only have. let's see.
Billiam.
Aim for them. Aim for the person that isn't.
Everyone just aim for me. Do it.
Oh shit, they were aiming for me.
Well, you got hit.
I didn't shoot anything.
Pedro, I actually aimed for you and I got you.
Crit.
Only one person at a
in
time.
stereo.
Nice.
Oh.
And of course the fucking drone shoots me.
It's the Portuguese drone program. Back with a vengeance.
For.
No, sorry.
That's
An account
one at a time,
in
though.
4.
3, 2, 1. Blam, blam, blam.
Yes, 10 seconds.
What?
Earthquake.
Okay.
Yeah, he took 10 points off all of us.
Yeah, earthquake.
Earthquake.
There this goes.
Oh, swing and a
Whoa,
miss.
it's gonna come back up and smack him in the head.
Off the screen.
Optimism. I
Aw.
like that. Let's try this. Boop. Hey.
Oh, snot.
Go banana!
Banana.
I got XP points.
Banana.
Yay.
Oh man, what
Rohit, I'm
William's right in
very
the
proud
path.
of your Ethernet.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit!
Twice the damage and it hits no one.
Oh.
Yeah, this is
Whiff.
fun.
I hit no one twice as hard.
Billy.
We're playing Forever Alone mode.
Billy 4000.
To be fair, I hit
Bill-
Pedro directly. It just didn't do anything.
Oh, mega grenade.
Yeah, William's gonna just wreck
Oh!
people. Hit Scott. Still got
Billy!
points.
Alright, Joe.
Yep, saved it.
Okay.
Doesn't matter. Hit Scott.
I'm sensing a theme.
And no.
Pedro.
Wreck 'em.
I have just the wrecking ball right now.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, right on,
I
Joe.
was going for Scott, but I'll take it.
Oh, come on, game.
Aw.
I invite you to eat less shit.
Oh, he's at the top of the hill.
Oh,
You know who to aim for.
God damn it.
Oh!
I am getting pounded.
Nice.
Cheese and crackers.
Ground and bound.
All right. What do I got? What do
It's
I
a
got?
good thing we don't practice
Chaos
retaliation at this company.
And I am completely and utterly fucked.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yep, there we go, yep. I have done exposed myself. My nads are now out on the table.
Come on, hit Foxy. Hit Foxy.
That'd be
Hit
great.
Foxy.
Oh no.
That was an
William
emotional
got it.
roller coaster.
It was.
That was.
What have we got here?
All right.
Okay.
That took us on a
Foxy.
journey.
Oh, that Foxy gave himself a little bit of a crater.
Yeah.
I didn't give myself. Jordan gave me that.
You have the
that
protection
was-
circle.
Yeah. Oh, he's got to go for the low long shot.
Mind the foxy ass, please.
Just bounce it off Michael. He won't mind.
Right
He'll take one.
up his booty hole. Just get in there. Get
That's
in
what he's
that
there
ass.
for, man.
Get in that
Get
ass.
the assist. Oh, you missed.
Oh,
Billy.
It hit
All right.
Billy.
Oh, that sucks.
God damn it,
Womp
Billy.
womp.
No one's gonna get the Foxy now.
it's up right now.
Thanks, man. Thank you very much.
God damn it.
That was lucky.
Apparently, you don't know jack shit, Patrick.
It was a,
Jill, your turn.
Okay.
You got a hill in front of you, so better move.
Yeah. Oh, it's not
Otherwise, you're
letting
gonna
me
shoot
move.
yourself.
It's not letting
okay.
me
Are you
move.
underground right
You're
now?
stuck.
It's under
A
rock.
little
Stuck
bit.
out.
Yeah.
If you're gonna time out, not
Just-
do fuck all if you don't shoot.
I know.
The red one, Jill.
Oh.
All right.
she did
Pedro,
hit you.
can you make Speedy Thing go in and Speedy Thing come out?
I don't know.
Remember,
I mean, with a little bit of luck, I'll hit Alan.
splody end up, tanky and down.
Split it up, tanky and down.
Oh, dude.
Maybe. No.
No. Foxy's got a black hole.
This game just fucking hates you. Hi.
Hi.
Go for it. Go for it. You think I help my team win?
Ow.
Oh,
I didn't know what that did.
You hit
so-
yourself too, Foxy. It's just
Well, I didn't know what that thing did.
well, now you know.
Bye, Foxy. Now you do.
And blowing your own ass up is half the battle.
Well, I have this sniper that I might as well go full power
Yeah,
on.
you gotta kill me, one-shot me on that with the sniper. Go for it. Oh!
No,
not enough.
you survived.
Oh! If you can hit that turret, that'll be good.
Hanging on by a thread.
See if you can throw a curve shell right into Michael.
Yeah, right. just have the singularity just twist it right into his face. Meow.
Oh, there's a
Meow?
Yeah, was.
Oh, you got the turret. Fantastic.
What else?
Why did we
I've never seen the kitty,
At
Alan.
least it didn't hit me.
All right, Ben. You might be able.
Come
You
on,
might
Ben
be able
Mince.
to, with the combination of the portals and the black hole.
Yeah, shoot directly into the blue portal.
Well, no, because then it will just. You need to get under it. But like.
Guppies. Ow.
Yeah,
I'm down to 9.
there. I did something though. Hey, I got free help.
It
Yay.
always blocks me.
Yeah.
Shot
Isn't
block.
it great when the game just fucks you over? That's, I love it. I love it so much.
This week on Fucktard Olympics.
Ow.
Oh, is
nailed
it
it.
still there?
Oh, that's.
I mean, I'm safe. William, just go for it. Kill Foxy. Kill Foxy. Action economy, baby. Action economy.
Come on, William.
Billy.
Oh,
Billy, no.
What?
What?
Ow.
What?
Ow.
What is this? What is this?
Ow.
That's a turret.
Oh, well.
okay.
That looks like a
this
hair
even?
dryer.
God, I'm dead.
Yeah, you're gonna get blown. Come on, Jill, kill Foxy. Do it.
Oh God. No.
It's because I'm stuck.
Pedro, can you get the bank shot?
No. Let me have one more shot, please.
Oh.
Just let me have one more. One more.
Can you,
Come on.
Can you get the
I
bank
don't
shot, man?
think so.
Just do
I
it,
don't
man.
think so.
One more. I can't get the bank shot. I can see it from here.
So
I'd do it for
alternatively,
you, and you know he absolutely would smoke your ass if he got him points. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
no, I'm willing to tank that.
Oh, wow.
No, you fool! Now you gave him
Guardian
a free
black hole.
turn.
What
He's
is
going for
this?
me anyway. It's fine.
This is going to
Goodbye,
backfire.
motherfuckers.
Oh, you got yourself. Oh,
You said goodbye.
Yeah, I mean, no one else gets points for him, right? Like,
Thank you, Pedro. Jeez.
all right,
points don't matter.
I couldn't get him. Alright? Not reliably, not without killing Jordan too.
Oh, well, just,
I had the health to deal with it, man. I would have been fine.
yeah.
Ooh.
Oh.
Oh.
Good
Right
snake.
on top.
Very good snake.
Very good.
It's a snake. It's a betcha.
Mushroom.
Huh?
Oh, still
That
got a little
dealt
bit.
50
Got a
damage to
bit.
me.
Just a smidgen. Got to move.
Mushroom,
around to pick
mushroom.
If you wriggle, yeah, you pick it up.
Wiggle, wiggle. Hey.
It up. Hey, what the
Helianthus.
hell is that? Helianthus. What the hell is that?
Helanthinus or Healthanus or whatever.
And missed.
Oh,
well.
you needed the back. You needed the back roller. Oh shit, he's got a
Yeah.
bounty on his head. He's a cowboy
Bring
on a
it.
steel tanky rides. He's wanted, dead or alive.
Nail me.
Cause I'm a cowboy, baby.
Come on, Scott.
We believe in you, Scoots.
Yes.
Oh,
Keep going.
Oh
Yes.
yes! Oh yes! Oh yes! Oh yes!
I am so lost. Oh my god. And now I
Cause I wanna be a cowboy, baby. Oh man. Oh, beautiful.
Oh, yeah, still going.
Okay.
Still hit.
Damn it, Zeus.
Damn you, Thor.
this is
That's not going to go anywhere, Jill.
no.
You got an earthquake or something like that?
Just shoot Scott.
Yeah, you can shoot Scott. That's okay.
I don't want to scoot Scott.
Scoot shoots.
You can use an item.
Scoot shooting.
Scooch up to Scooty Scoots?
She did it anyways. Excellent. Excellent. Excellent.
I can't say I didn't do that on purpose. I'm sorry, Scott.
Wow. Everyone remember, don't have Jill. Oh, ooh.
There we go. There we go.
Beautiful.
I'm still alive. I'm
Still alive, but in a hole.
Down in a hole. All right. What do I have? I'm gonna use flower power.
Flower power.
There we go.
Hey, I'm still alive.
Grab the gear. Goodbye, gear.
All right.
Are you gonna be able to save the team?
No.
Oh,
He
eight
picks
hits.
is dead. Has to be dead on.
Oh.
Ow.
Good one.
I got
That's
8
a bad
bitch slapped. Actually, that only did like what 20 points damage or something?
35.
35.
Yeah, it says in the cylinder screen.
I was just going based on.
Oh,
my hit
right
point
over top of him.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
30 points of damage. There we go.
Oh man.
Not going for Mr. Alert. Nope.
But remember, like the splash effects actually go through the barrier.
Oh
Yeah, but you know we got to target Scott, so.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, good hit.
Aw.
He's got some
15 armor for
Nice.
Scott.
Very
Billy.
good, Scott.
Billy.
No one's
gonna be
going for
tricky.
Billy.
That's their mistake, right? They're just going after us because we're shit talking them.
Right.
Meanwhile, Billy's just in the back, like
Just chilling. This is gonna fuck everyone up.
he's chilling like a villain.
Oh, magic shower. All right.
Hey,
All right, Jill, shoot Scott again.
Okay.
it's like
Come
throwing
on.
a magician at a wood chipper.
Oh.
Missed Alan by that. Oh, god damn
Hey.
it.
Pedro, you got a needle to thread, man.
Yeah.
Pick up that health, son.
Yeah, do it. Pick up the health.
It's, yeah.
Hey.
Scoot to the thing.
Okay.
You got an AC 130.
I don't know what that is, but okay.
A
It's
big fuck off plane.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
weird.
the Google Pixel.
Aw.
Oh, yay.
Denied.
Okay.
It was
all
good
new.
for Scott, too.
All right. So this is going to require some trigonometry that I am not good at.
That's right. Close your eyes and pull the trigger.
Right. Yeah,
That's trigonometry.
all right. Maybe.
Oh.
Maybe.
No.
Really leveled the playing field.
I'm like,
You got
I'm
a
so
perfect
close.
bank shot right there. Mr.
Oh, so close.
Oh,
Beautiful.
Okay.
A little
A
bit harder
perfect
would've been
bank
nice.
shot.
Nailed it.
Yeah.
Oh man, Ben,
Come
get
on,
the
Ben.
times 2 damage.
2x.
Doo-doo.
Double word score, motherfucker. Scrabble. Get Scrabble time.
Do-do-do-do-do.
I like this one. I don't know what it does.
Helium.
Oh,
What is
Scott.
this?
Hi.
What?
This does not bode well, I don't think.
Maybe not.
What
Maybe
the
it
hell
does.
is happening?
I don't know.
There we go.
Oh, that apparently. Wait, what the hell is that?
110 damage.
That's called
Daisy
winning.
did that on
Winning is
purpose.
what that was.
Good one,
This is
Ben.
like, what is this? The happening? The trees and flowers are killing you now?
I don't know, man. It was like helium or something, and it kind of rhymed with hell, and I was like, I know that.
Oof. Ooh.
Yay.
That-
You pissed on Ben.
Oh,
that's-
right on,
that-
Scott. My little health bar kind of moved a little bit that time.
That's thinking with portals. Oh, math. Math. Oh, man. Pedro, you can just nail Scott.
Except there's a black hole in the way.
Yes, I can.
Yeah, you gotta sling it around the,
Gravity assist.
Gravity assist or go above the portals and above everything else.
This game
And we'll
requires
go right into it. Oh,
this game requires too much math. God.
Again.
You're
He's
cheering
already
Wait.
dead.
Pedro over me there, Jill.
Holy hell! It's full portal.
Yeah, I'm having fun.
All right. Well, I'm
Poor Scott.
all right. How the fuck?
Well, if you hit the
What is
orange
it,
portal,
portal
that's
to
gonna hit
water?
me and Van.
Right. And I'm stuck. I can't move. So I'm. I don't even know. This is like
just pretend it's a stick of butter, baby.
yeah good. Oh, I timed out. Damn it. It took too long. I had it lined up and everything. I was just about to hit space. I'm like, here goes fucking nothing. Oh, well.
Honey timer, don't give a damn.
I
You can do
know. I
it.
know.
Get it right between Van and Pedro. You can do it.
Alan's hanging on by a thread.
Oh,
I know.
Living on a prayer.
Oh, 3 times damage.
Oh, no,
That
you-
didn't hit
Oh,
me.
got a crit in there too.
You made me sparkle.
That sparkle hurt a little. Mr. Sparkle.
And shine.
Alright, got some armor there.
I banish you to
let's
the
see.
land of wind and ghosts.
And
Oh,
boom.
yeah, you
Yeah.
got him.
Nailed him.
There we go.
Yeah.
Done with that.
All right.
Gears. So many
Of course not.
gears.
All right. Now
Alan,
let's just
you're-
all miss.
Oh, William.
We are all gonna miss Alan, and he's just gonna 1v all us because.
There we go.
Oh, he's still alive.
Willie.
God damn it. Eddie Vedder's about to show up and start singing, baby.
Make me fries.
Oh, are you gonna go out like that? Are you gonna go out like yeah, you are.
You're gonna go out like an 8 bitch.
That was fun. Not for my
Dominated.
team, but that was fun.
I leveled up.
Died on our
Got a gear
team.
out of it.
I've never redeemed any of this shit either, so whatever.
I got. You can like soup up your crit chance and shit, and like the
Yeah,
amount
I
of
got a
space you
huge
can move.
Yeah,
I
increase
unlocked-
your armor.
I unlocked Terrence and Phillip.
Shut up, game. Are we done?
All right, I unlocked Impact Mountain. I've gone up in global rank. Excellent. All
I
right,
think I got a shovel and some stars or some shit, man.
awesome.
Guppies.
Well, William's gone. All right.
So you're at it again then?
Yeah, I won.
Ben won, so he's done.
We're done.
That's why they call him Mr. One and
Aw.
Done.
That's
I
right.
want to play again.
Go ahead. No one's stopping you. Tell you what Steve told you last night.
Ouch.
Bad Ben.
Not bad, Ben. You blame Steve. Steve was like, well, get walking.
Oh, yeah, I saw that too.
I want cookie.
I
Start
wanna-
walking.
Oh my god, that was like the best salted caramel cookie I ever had.
Now I
my
want
God.
cookies. God damn it.
Butter
I'm
cookies.
hungry. Oh, dude, butter
I
cookies
have
are
double
great.
salted caramel
I
ice
love
cream in the
those.
freezer. Uh-huh.
Yeah, oh, that's, yeah. Between that and the cookie, I love both. Have some tonight, Pedro, or morning. I should say morning for you.
Oh yeah, no, I'm just gonna grab a spoon and just
Nom nom nom.
Don't eat
Nom-noms.
cookies with spoons, you weirdo.
You can eat
talking about the ice cream, but okay.
I mean, you can eat cookie dough with a spoon.
You could eat cookie
yeah.
crisp
Oh, yeah.
with a spoon.
I have cookie dough ice cream in the fridge.
This is why I don't make
don't think I've
cookies,
ever
because I'll
had
just eat the
cookie
dough. It's good.
It all
and
is
Gary's
3
cookie
o'clock
dough.
in the morning, cuddled up next to the ice maker, just eating the raw cookie dough.
Well,
Silently crying.
I mean, like you can actually sous vide the eggs so that they don't have salmonella, and then like just
Yeah.
make safe cookie dough.
That's a bunch of extra steps, man.
I
you also have
mean,
to worry about the
listen,
flour as
li-
well.
The ice
life
creams have
finds a
safe
way.
cookie dough.
Yeah,
Though-
no,
though
I'm
actu-
guilty of whenever Nori's doing like cakes or cookies. It's like,
You like it too. Cool, Pedro.
Yep.
I don't cook cakes. I don't trust myself with an oven. I really don't.
Yeah, I one time I ate, you know how they have the cookie dough log that you can make cookies out of? I ate half.
I've done that with
really
the
bad
I've done that with the
sausage
tuba
candy.
brownie mix.
I like the cookie pizzas. Those things
Oh,
are
yeah.
delicious. Full of salmonella, but oh well.
Yeah.
actually, the Domino's chocolate chip cookies that they make here are really nice.
Oh yeah.
Never really
Oh,
go to
dude.
Domino's unless I want a box
I-
of grease.
I will fuck up one of those big pizza place cookies, which is why I don't order the big pizza place cookies.
Big pizza place cookies.
Yeah,
The
like
only place around here that has cookies is Subway.
They're like 16 or 18 inches in diameter.
it's basically like a pie, but it's just cookie, right? Like
yeah, big cookies.
It's a
Yeah,
cookie.
they're massive cookies.
yeah, it's
Pizza-sized cookie.
Be careful.
Yeah.
One more
wagon
time,
wheel.
Limp Biscuit's going to show up.
I mean, I did do it all for the cookie.
BJ's calls them pazookies. It's one of my favorite things at beaches.
So I'm going to get a drink, but that's going to give you just enough time if you want to hop into Left 4 Brad, because that shit's about to go down, kids.
As in Left 4 Dead servers are going down just before we play.
They're going to cancel Steam.
Oh, like Rocket League.
Yeah, I'd take Valve up on the let me download the games then. I'd need a 4 terabyte hard drive to host them all.
Yes,
They're so expensive now. My God.
They are.
I was like seriously debating, like I gotta buy new drives for my fucking Franken-NAS. Because like they're at capacity with RAID, so I'm like, should I just go all SSD? Should I just say fuck it and then?
I mean, yeah, hard drives are still cheaper than SSDs,
but like, I don't know, man. At that price, it's hard. It's hard. Especially because now you can get like couple terabytes in SSD form for like relatively cheap.
you could get the 2 terabyte ones for $500.
Well, what like a 4 TB platter drive is going to cost you about that much as well, right? So
It costs a bit. My last one cost me about 150 for a
So,
spinning
like,
rest.
But I mean, like at the same time, like you get all the benefits of SSD. It's like fucking fast, so on and so
Yeah.
forth. So that conversation is starting to happen where the only thing I think platter drives have still is that they probably do have a longer lifespan if you just let them sit.
Though, to be fair, most of the like enterprise grade SSDs have a lifespan of, because fuck you, that's why. There's no way in hell you're going to overwrite them.
So the conversation isn't that straightforward, to be honest.
No, it's not. Because the thing about platters is they fail over time. They don't just suddenly die. So you do have a bit of a leeway with it. Like this, my last drive I had, it was failing for about a year before I got this SSD. So.
Very
Granted,
good job
there was
there,
file system
Atomic.
corruption, but what? What in God's name are you doing, Atomic?
What animal am I supposed to be?
I don't know. I think I'm
It's
a bear.
cow. It looks like a cow. The Scottish cow, by the looks of it.
Also, Jordan, you haven't joined the game yet?
I haven't. That's right. I have the game started. I just didn't do the thing. Surprise.
Not really.
We have one slot.
I mean, somebody gets the bonus bot.
There's a hurdle
Come
hit.
on.
All right.
I'm just going random.
Wi-Fi
Rohit.
gaming for life.
Rohit, you could be on
Oh
our
no,
team.
he was saying he had Ethernet now.
Yeah.
Yay.
Shock. Will wonders never cease.
He didn't say
Alright, so
that.
it's gonna
He
be
did.
Scott,
Listen,
me,
he
Pennywise,
never
Mr.
implied that he plugged that shit in. It could just be in a bag.
No. He
I
has
have
internet
Ethernet.
like
I'm not using it, but I have it.
he's got 10 base T Ethernet. He doesn't have like base. He doesn't have 100 or gigabit. It's
Jesus
just
Christ.
like
10
Yeah.
megabit would still be good for this game, though.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's old coaxial thin net.
I think I still have a 10-100 switch somewhere.
BNC, baby.
100. Is that your test score or a speed?
I don't know. Every box in here either has 2 Ethernet ports or 10 gig. So that's all I got.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive.
Mom has 2 Ethernet ports.
Well, the cartridge sheets are like $30 a piece, man. The Intel Next Digitech. Well, I guess they all have 3 Ethernet ports if you want to get ass technical about it.
The tri-bonds.
Steam. I have a Steam Link.
Link
I can never get it to
aggregation.
work.
Yeah, let's set that shit
Yeah.
up. That nightmare. No, I'm good.
Yes. Yes. Good old LACP, man.
Don't want to deal with
It's,
that bullshit. That's why we bought something with 2 fucking fiber holes in it, man. All right. Let's get going.
Alrighty.
What to start?
Boom.
Voting to
Gonna
start.
Cancel the start boat.
All right.
Crash course.
Is everyone
Yeah.
have
Yep.
voted? All right.
Crashing will be the easiest thing they do today because we don't
Oh
debug
man,
our
I thought we
software.
were going to coursing.
Coursing down the river.
No, it's just Left 4 Dead's gonna crash.
Tools.
Right.
Hang on. Boop.
It'll
Very
do that
likely.
sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah, it does.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Keep forgetting my computer's
I think it's
loading.
waiting on the server.
I think it's waiting on me actually.
Why?
Like I'm still loading like the bar. Like it
We're
just
all
got
loading.
halfway up my system.
Oh,
No, but like my bar is full. He's saying his.
yeah, mine's full.
We're
okay.
waiting for shaders to compile. All right. Who's my friend? Who am I sticking with? I guess it's you, Ben. I guess. I
You know
guess
what?
we'll give him the 1-2.
I was going to hidey hole behind here.
Uh-huh.
That's restricted area, so I'm not.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm going to hop in.
So,
All
All
right.
right.
Guess we are.
I got you. Oh no, we can't.
Oh, really? Okay, fine. I guess we got to YOLO a little bit on this first
Yeah.
one then.
A little bit. Yeah.
Charge up.
Let's slow down. Hey guys.
Holy god damn it. Okay.
Oh, nice. Nice, Pittywise.
Yeah. I got a straight drop on Mr.
going.
Foxdog too. That was pretty good.
Oh, I'm going to recharge.
Yes, you did.
Neat. I'm going to stay snuck for a second. Oh, give me this one, game.
We didn't start the fire. It was always burning since the world's been turning. All right, who do I get? Who do I get?
Not me. Fuck off.
Come back.
Oh, hello.
Get out of space!
Sounds like a
I'm
plan.
out. I'm out.
Come on, Pennywise.
Come on.
I was waiting for the spit.
Oh, nice.
Yeah!
Smoker on the roof. Smoker on the roof. Smoker on the roof.
That was adorable. You just ran up behind him and booped him with a cricket bat.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing with the Charger though, is like your back is super vulnerable. I got a good run up on Foxy though. I got him down to yellow.
Heal.
I didn't
Focus
know
on
that-
Foxy.
That just broke if you walked on it.
All right, who am I?
Spitter behind me.
What's
Who
up?
am I? What am I? Why am I here? Who am I? What am I? Why am I?
Is that the right way?
Over here. I think you're both in the same area, but just in case.
Right.
Down.
Okay, I've got some injection and
There we go.
adrenaline.
Got some zombie calm. Boom, boom, boom.
Alright, taking the adrenaline.
Up, spit and split.
Spit and split, baby. Nice.
Charger. Fuck off! Do I have a magnet for hunters on my ass? Do I?
Yes.
And there's a smoker right up there where we were.
Quit
There he
making
is.
things up.
ow! I got chartered again.
Fire.
There's a smoker.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah,
So
maybe.
chaos. Chaos reigns.
Hey, I pulled him back.
But is it
Got
Nurgle
him.
or Slanish that we should be praising?
Jockey! Would you
Just
just
got felt to jockey.
Le jockey.
Someone kill that jockey.
All right.
Alright.
still alive, but he's screwed?
Stay ahead, not behind.
Jockey.
Oh, I got Scott.
Here they come.
Yeah. All right. Whatever. Get some chip on Scott. Draw all the zombies to him. Don't give him a minute. Don't give him time to rest.
Hello up there. Thought I heard you.
There we go.
Oh, yay! Hunters didn't get me this time. That
Yeah.
one, Scott, or
You gotta be
so.
careful when you're a boomer around, Scott. You gotta shoot your load early.
Okay, Boomer.
Okay, yeah.
off of me?
Jockey, 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 jockey.
Scott
Hurry
found
up,
the jockey
hurry up.
again.
Yeah, I'm coming.
Would you hurry up?
I am getting there.
Oh, you're in there. Okay.
I got him.
Ooh.
Okay, I guess I'll
Heal up, Scott,
Yeah, it's a good time to heal. Take your time.
and I'm gonna.
You're gonna want to save him.
I'm being pulled. I'm being pulled. I'm being pulled. I'm dead.
Charger.
Save. By that I mean I need you to come through the door.
Would you kill the charger?
No.
Yeah, Pedro. I see you, baby. I see you, baby. Yeah. Wombo combo.
Oh boy.
Uh-oh.
Oh, God damn it. Alright, fuck it. Let's go.
That's a good kamikaze. Just right on top of the dead guy.
Yep.
Go.
That's exactly why I went for that.
They just can't
Yep.
catch a break.
I mean, I'm looking forward to when we can.
Help me! I've fallen and I can't get up.
Smooth. There you go.
Jockey, jockey.
Get that jockey. Oh, never mind. He's
Oh, come on, Scott. People
I'm
just
good.
want to ride you.
Yeah. Get in the room, baby. Get in the room.
That's a good room too because it has 2 attack vectors. Yeah.
It does.
Come on.
We gotta remember this though. We can't like get stuck in these rooms.
Spit is still there. I saw the glowy bits still in there. So just keep moving. Watch your backs. There it is.
Shake your
Found it.
ass, but watch yourself. Shake your ass. Show me what you got.
Good for a straggler.
Yeah.
And Spitter on me. Never mind. Yep, Spitter.
There we go.
Hunter on me again. Thank you. And Smoker. Yay! Trifecta.
Ah, jockey.
Go. Just go. The jockey. Oh, never mind.
I saw him.
Dang
The
it.
jockey's coming back then. Didn't kill it, so
Jockey got me to the car alarm.
Yeah, baby.
get off me.
And I am dead.
You know what? This would
Try
be
to
a
get
good.
distance inbox.
What's
I'm
that?
just waiting for my shit to
Go.
recharge at this
I'm
point.
not. I'm not.
It's so slow if you're the jockey.
They're
Oh my
so
god.
hungry.
Oh.
Damn it. Alright, well, I'm gonna take some pot shots at Mr. Fox Dog.
Yeah, I didn't even get a chance. I'm like, boo.
It's a respectable distance.
Where's Scott? Where's
Yeah,
Scott?
quite
Alright.
respectable. It's quite a respectable length.
Alright. We got alright. Let's not fuck it up.
Let's see if we can fuck that up a little harder than that.
Francis,
Let's fuck it up, boys.
Must have hit my head in the
Cricket bat.
crash. I'm okay now.
All right.
I hate helicopters.
I'll get the woozy.
Yeah, the woozy. The
All right.
woo woo. Alright, let's go. Who am I? What am I? Why am I here? Alright.
Doop doo doo.
Whoa. Nice try.
Spittler on the roof. Don't worry, I got you, buddy.
Thank you.
There's a boomer bile in there.
Would you die? Thank you.
Alright,
No.
let's.
All right,
Alright,
good.
let's. Alright. Ow.
Right.
Alright. Yep. I'm trying to stay real close to Pedro so I can melee the people who can get through him.
I'm facing backwards most of the time, so.
Like, alright.
There's adrenaline
Okay.
here.
Grabbed it. Grabbed
There we
it.
go. All right.
Spit. Move. Alright, hold on. We gotta wait. Pedro. Alright.
Hello.
Thank you.
Damn it.
Where we go now?
Right up there. I'm going to pick this up and drop it there.
Everyone,
And
get on this side.
Shoot!
Yeah. All right. This is starting to look familiar.
Into the
Alright.
place.
Let's go. Follow Pedro. Follow me.
Come on, let's keep the pressure on. Keep
Follow the
the pressure
Pedro
on.
Brick
Come on.
Road. Follow the Pedro Brick Road. Follow the Pedro Brick Road. Your
Need some
charger.
help here.
Oh, who the hell did that? You bastards. Good job.
Magnum.
All right.
Just for luck.
Good to
You
go.
screwed it up.
Let's go.
Yeah.
I had a bid.
Oh, somebody not me.
I'm coming for Ben. I'm coming for Ben.
Somebody
Okay,
get Rohit
I'm
up.
saving Rohit as soon as I
I got-
reload.
Come on, guys.
All right.
Come on, come on,
Watch
come
out,
on.
Spit.
We can get up. Come on.
Good
We
spin.
gotta get Rohit up.
Come on, come on, come on, come on.
Come on.
Get him up.
All right, I'm covering.
Come on.
Let's go. All right, let's go.
Hello. Hello, kind gentlemen. Damn it.
Might have.
Thank you. Payback.
It wouldn't let me grab him when he was healing.
I gotta get some heals. Speaking of that, thanks, Scott. Good reminder.
You're welcome.
Okay, heal.
Somehow bang this car
Hunter.
if you can.
Okay. Thank you,
Jockey.
Rohit.
It's still good.
Let's go.
Come on, give me. That's it. Oh, good little jockey. Good little jockey. Come on, make him shoot the car.
Don't shoot the car.
Come on, give me something. Give me something good. Give me something
Don't
good.
kick the
That's not good.
goddamn baby.
I assume we'll go to here.
No.
Yeah.
That's very much a dead end.
God damn it.
All right. Well, shit. Pedro, wait up.
No, Pedro, do what you do. Tear off.
No. There's a spitter there.
All right. Well, it's a family reunion.
And the boomer behind us.
Now where?
right.
Now where? Where's Pedro?
Down. Spitter.
I got someone.
Smoker got me.
Yes.
Smoker got me.
Damn it. Oh, good spit. Good
Okay.
Tank.
No. Oh.
Well, I got squished.
I got something for. Oh shit! I'm down. I had a boomer bile for him, but I'm down.
That spitter went flying.
All right, I'm dead.
Rohit down. I'm dead.
Whatever. We beat them. All right. Our score is pi.
Yes, Pedro.
Wow. 100.
Yeah, that's it. Keep pushing him back. Keep pushing him back.
There we go.
I think at that point the trick is just go forward as fast as you can, as far as you can, squeeze out whatever points.
I was trying to like lure him there so I could go around, but I backed up too much and I got stuck.
Yeah. All right. Oh damn, Alan!
Mr.
Holy
Alert with the tank.
yeah, the tank. All right.
Yeah, the car gives way high damage.
Yeah, it does. Well, yeah,
Yeah,
as the
fine.
one tank. All right, who we got? I'll get the axe and I'll get the M4.
I have the auto
Okay.
sniper.
All right, excellent. All right, everyone good?
Mr. Alert, you good? Oh, there we are.
Yeah.
Let's go.
There we go.
YOLO.
After you.
Pedro.
Yeah. I was waiting for that. Well, they have nowhere to come but that door, so
Yeah.
keep shooting.
I'm on the other side
you
of the door. Now where?
Yeah.
There. Where Rohit's going.
Oh shit. All right.
And the jockey got me. Thank you.
Who's a lumberjack?
I put on women's clothing and hang around in bars. I'm a lumberjack and I'm okay.
I'm okay.
I sleep all night and I work
And I
all.
work all day.
Oh, tank,
Again?
tanku,
Hi, tank.
tank and boomer.
Jordan was gonna sing that.
Oh, what the heck happened there?
I'm so confused. I can't see what's happening.
Literal fuck box.
All right. Well,
royally fucked on that one.
Yeah, well, now we know what to do to you guys.
Come on, Tank. Come on, Tanky Wanky. There we go. Come on, there.
All right. All right.
Could it be Alan again?
We know what to do. I wonder who's gonna get it. My money's on Rohit. All right. So who do I got?
I made that.
Who's my friend? I guess what?
What's this I do?
I guess what? Pedro, I'm gonna wait for you.
Okay, so everybody good?
You know what? I'm just gonna chill out and do my thing.
Yeah. I mean, you're the guy to do it.
There we go. That'll distract him a bit.
Too.
Fuck off, you bloody jockey. Thank you.
All
Get
right.
up there.
Oh, Ben, you got them bad angles. You got them bad angles.
Yeah, let's just go.
All right.
There we go.
By the bus.
Oh, so just,
I think the angle's all right.
You alright, Pennywise? Come on. Get a move on.
Yeah, no, they got through that faster than we did.
Yeah. Oh, and I'm stuck on some geometry.
Not on me. Okay. Time for lumberjack roll.
Yeah, I'm on fire! Run back!
Okay, ow!
Holy
Back to spawn! Back to spawn!
I'm stuck on a
Scott
doorway.
saying that like they know what he's talking about. That's cute.
I was stuck on a door.
Whoa,
There's a jockey on Pennywise.
Smoker!
I'm already down, so I can't help.
I think the tank killed me.
jockey.
Just go,
I'm down.
Your only hope. Go.
The tank straight up killed me.
Yeah, sorry. I was trying to one-shot him to like speed things up. I didn't realize it would take you out too.
There we go.
I'm still dying, but... Hello, who was that? Past me. And there's incendiary
Yeah, use the
ammo
respawn
back where
thing.
I died too.
What's the respawn thing?
Go, Scott, go! Go, Scott, go! Go, you beautiful man, go!
No!
Shotgun is so
There we go.
powerful.
Go, keep going back. No.
Drag him into the goo.
Yeah.
There we go.
All right.
A little bit more.
Still
A little bit more.
Still in the lead.
I see Atomic's working on art.
What the
Yes.
Oh, that was the
All
end.
right, well,
Okay, so we win.
that was it. I guess that's why there's so many tanks so early.
Yeah.
All right, LGC victory.
We did it.
Yay,
Undisputed.
LGC.
Ill disputed.
Yeah, no, we won in tanks and we won in Left 4 Bread.
Yeah, we did.
Yep.
All right.
Admittedly, in tanks we had Billy.
We had Billy, Billy, who everyone ignored, but who was like the one who was killing everyone on their team.
Right.
Like straight up dealing damage the whole time.
Yay. That's right, bro. We did it. Teamwork.
Bro hit.
So, how's it feel getting wrecked?
Not there
I can
yet.
hear Scott plotting his revenge silently.
Oh, baby. Let's see. Do I gotta boop this thing? Probably. It doesn't like it when I disable
We get 2/3 of Ven.
Can anyone hear me?
Nope.
Yep.
No,
Yep.
not at all.
Bad timing to set up my microphone, but yay, he won.
Wonderful,
Of course we
Rohit. I'm
won.
so proud.
Yeah.
Also, happy
we're the
late
best.
cake day.
No,
Again.
dude, you see, here's the thing. Rohit no longer
Yes.
has the 20-year-old angst shit slowing him down.
He's a grown-up now.
Right?
Yeah. Oh, dude, you can stop thinking of yourself as young when you're like 27. That's like that's the threshold of like, no, now begins the decline.
Yeah.
Jeez, get any more uplifting shit thrown my way, man?
No.
I just turned 30. Come on, guys.
It's all worse from here. Everything starts hurting.
That's great. That's great.
Apparently your lumbar spine has like an actual like limited number of flexions before like starting to like degrade the cartilage and start creating like horrible spinal problems. So you're starting to get up in that number.
Yeah, I think it actually is true.
Hernias.
Yeah. Like I have a little bit more pain, like a little more pain in the back.
It's like wallowing some bad genetics.
Could be.
I don't know, man. I don't know if your spine has a use by date on it, but it might.
Most people's do. That's what the medical consensus is at the moment. It's not like a specific number, but there for everyone. But there is like generally thought of as like a limit to the number of cycles it can do successfusly.
That's why we got to go to space.
Yeah, it was actually in
that strain.
it was actually in an interesting study. It was about like how effective sit-ups and crunches are as an exercise, and like about how like is it good, is it bad for your spine? And the conclusion was like sit-ups 1 to 2 times a week for like moderate reps are okay provided you have no spinal injuries. Otherwise, don't do it. But like it's also like in addition to like standard resistance training, it's not like a main exercise. It's just like a supplemental one.
So you found a way to get out of doing sit-ups.
Yeah, the data doesn't support that they help all that much. So fuck them.
What about push-ups?
Push-ups are good.
Push-ups are hell on your wrist.
I mean, if not really. There are variations you can do that are easier on the wrist, but
Damn it, I hate push-ups.
I do too. I hate doing them.
That's why I
you
do
gotta
pull-ups.
Pull-ups are also very good.
Push-ups.
Push-ups are boring. Like
I do push-ups every fucking morning, man. I get bored doing push-ups.
Exercise is boring, I feel.
No, it's not. You're doing the wrong exercise then.
So what about the non-fucking mornings?
I'm sorry you experienced those, Scott.
I call them the jerkin mornings.
Fair.
Technically, still fucking mornings.
You're just fucking yourself, right?
Well,
Like,
I mean, that's what the push-ups are, right?
I don't know how you masturbate, Scott, but
Oh, man. Hey, we got done before midnight. That's a bonus.
indeed.
So you got big plans tonight?
I got steak tonight.
Steak, no butter.
No butter. I have like avocado oil though, so
It says
So what are you on pepper steak?
I put a shit ton of pepper on my steak. Yeah, I like pepper.
Oh, you are? Okay.
Like
Nice.
the pepper sauce with the actual green peppers, green pepper balls on it.
No, just like a shit ton of black pepper.
Yeah, cracked black pepper.
I mean, there's a bunch of ways to do it, but yeah,
I
I was talking
got
specifically about cracking a bunch of pepper.
I mean, do you think that much black pepper is going to work well with the ketchup, though?
I don't have. I actually don't
know
have
someone
ketchup
who
in
would
here.
put- I know someone who would put ketchup on anything. They went to like a fancy
Yeah, I
restaurant
did
and
too.
put ketchup
I
on it,
believe
and
this. I've
apparently
seen
offended the
somebody put
waiter.
ketchup on eggs, and I'm like, yeah, all right, never mind.
Ketchup is a
Oh, ketchup and eggs is great, Ben.
ketchup is a condiment that you put on something if you don't want
on
to
eggs.
taste the actual thing and you just want it to taste like ketchup. That's
Yeah.
Ketchup is red flavored sugar. That's all ketchup is.
Yeah, it's not the best for you in terms of sugar, but yeah.
Really?
Yeah, no, it's
Sriracha.
Ketchup's kind of high in
Got
sugar,
plenty of sriracha in there.
depending on how you look at it.
Yeah, no, eggs, scrambled
hot
eggs
mustard are a bit
with a
high in
load of
sodium.
sriracha on top. Yes.
I'll deal with the sodium.
If
I
you
just
need to
use the
add
hot
sriracha
sauce,
to your
man.
eggs, you fucked up your eggs.
I usually mix the sriracha into the eggs, but yeah.
I mix curry powder.
Yeah. Well, I don't use curry powder, but I use cumin. Red
I
pepper.
mean, you, it's really hard to fuck up eggs. You can put most things on them and they're fine.
Bit of curry powder with some.
Do you put them in the
chopped up
freezer?
parsley.
That'd fuck them up.
Or add
Okay.
Yeah,
M&Ms.
don't put eggs in the freezer.
You can make French
Scrambled eggs
toast
and
and
M&Ms.
just put some bread in the egg, along with some cinnamon and some.
Oh,
Sugar?
dude.
If you're into that.
Lately, I've been about the fried egg sandwiches. Oh,
Oh,
Oh yeah, I mean those are good.
Don't outlive every one of you.
yep.
whatever. I get to enjoy life, so
I am enjoying life.
I'm going to slam into those
Doesn't
pearly
sound like
gates
it.
sideways and on fire.
they're gonna have to like make an expansion in the pearly gates to like fit you through.
All right, Twitch. We're gonna hang out on Discord. But it was fun knowing you. It was fun seeing you. And, Pedro, are you gonna keep playing the Fallout?
It still hasn't crashed.
Is that what you're waiting for? To like lose a shitload of progression?
I'm waiting
Okay.
to see if I hit that point where the game starts crashing a lot that it becomes unplayable.
Okay.
No, that's New Vegas and what was it?
Will you-
Old World Blues. It'll go.
Will you play New Vegas, Pedro?
I will play a bit of New Vegas because if for some reason my character
New
does
Vegas.
end up running into the Operation Anchorage DLC bit, that is a shit show on Linux. So I'm going to the stream after that is going to be New Vegas for the DLC that I like the most. Dead Money.
So Pedro,
Oh, Dead Money. Really? I just finished that. Man, that. Oh man.
when Pekiro, Pedro's die twice.
So you like
That's your title, by the way. Pekidro, Pedro's die twice.
Yeah.
Pedro? You like the mist and the radios that set off your collar and no weapon, none of your weapons.
Bye-bye,
I mean,
Twitch.
I get it.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, Twitch Tube.